Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys can hear me. Sometimes the voicing doesn't come on properly. Yes, it did. Okay. I hope everybody's having a great day. My headphones are so messed up. It's so hard. It's so frustrating, guys. Give me a second. But yes, guys, we are here. If you guys were here from TikTok, welcome, guys. This is my live stream. We are getting ready to play some Mario 64, and it'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. If you guys don't know, I am doing a 100% run, so that just means we are playing the game from start to finish, and we will be... Nope, that doesn't work either. We will be getting all the stars, which includes getting all the 100 coin levels and everything, which can be really time-consuming, but it's fun anyway. Let me take a second to say hi to all of you guys, and then we will get started. Mr. Horsehead, hello. Inuyugi, hello. How's it going, man? How are you? Dead by Daylight Gaming, hello to you. Funny Valentine, nice to see you again. SCK Chris, hello. What does SCK stand for, Chris? Jack, hello. Oh no, what's wrong, Jack? What's going on with the internet? Chadley, how's it going, man? Guys, Chadley is also a streamer. Make sure you guys show him some love. He's awesome, and he's got a super epic beard. Mex, how's it going? Welcome. No, I didn't get more coffee. All 120 stars. I do need to get water, though. I'll get that in just a second.
Press start to play.
Hey, Ginger Gamer, how you doing, man? Yeah, this game can be a grind. We're about halfway through, I think. But it's this is where it starts getting hard and frustrating, but I'm okay with that. I decided to sign up for it, and we are doing it. Bronze Sword, oh, that's a follow over on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Tyler Silverman, I was on your TikTok live and I came. Well, thank you so much, Tyler. I appreciate that. It's sick, Chris. See, I have a streamer friend whose initials are SCK and her channel name is Snap Click Cat. So I was wondering if you were like in reference to her. I hope your Wi-Fi is okay, Jack. That's frustrating. Yeah, it's the hard but fun part. This game is a lot of fun. It can get pretty hard because the limitations, right? It's an old game. The technology was still being tested out for the first time, so the cameras are all wonky, and it can be a frustration. I guess not, Jack. I guess not. I actually, the only Sega consoles I've ever owned in my life was the Sega Game Gear and a Sega Dreamcast. Funny Valentine, no. No, I don't. And I actually preach don't stream every day to all the streamers out there. I tell them it's not a good idea to stream every day. I stream 4 days a week. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Thursdays are the only day I do YouTube. Makes sense, Chris. That makes sense. Avery, hello. Today we're playing it on the Switch. I have an actual N64, which... No, you can't see it on camera. It's over there, right next to the lamp, just up there. I have an actual N64 with Mario 64, but my capture card for my N64 isn't working, so I can't do it anymore on the N64. Yeah, it'll cause major burnout, and it's also a waste of time. You're only ever going to grow when you're live. Like if you're using Twitch specifically, you're only ever going to grow when you're live. And then after you're not live, nobody's going to find you on Twitch. So if you're going to waste any free moment you have just streaming, all the other times you're not streaming, nothing's happening for your channel. So your growth only happens when you're available and when you're streaming, which is a really dumb way to spend your time. If you spend part of that time actually creating content, like working on TikToks, doing, you know, Instagram posts and Twitter posts and making stuff on YouTube, and you actually dedicate, let's say, 1 full day to making YouTube content, and 1 full day to like write out what you're gonna do for TikTok, then TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter will work for you when you're not live. So that means when you're at work, those are still working for you and growing your channel for you. Versus if you're just relying on Twitch when you're not live, nobody knows you exist and nobody will follow you. So it's really a waste of time. I have a couple of friends who stream like 12 hours a day, almost every single day, and nobody's watching them. and nobody is subscribing or following them, and it's because of that, because there's other people that aren't live, that aren't watching live stuff when they are live, and they're just not, they don't know they exist. Whereas for me, if I'm offline, I'm still gaining followers on Twitch. Today alone, I gained like 10 followers while I was at work. Mex, I did. It was a quiet Halloween. It was a quiet Halloween. Nothing too exciting. I didn't dress up or anything last year. We did a quick stream, but last year I'm an actor and I was in a theater show, so that was fun last year. This year it's been really quiet.
Start to play.
Funny Valentine. Cook and just let us run in the background and listen to us. That's what I usually do. Like the follow for follow groups, Ginger? Is that what you're referring to? Hey, Mr. FOV, how's it going, man? Avery, no, I'm a stage theater. I'm a stage actor. I've done a few short films and I've done some, I don't know how old you are, but there's, once you start working in certain places, they always make you watch those like really, really annoying films that's like, while working here at our company, make sure you adhere to these rules. When you're looking, and like it talks about safety and health and harassment and all that. I did voiceovers for one of those for a company. And did a couple of really, really small short films. But most of my stuff I've done is on theater.
It's me, Mario. Press start to play.
Nice, Mr. FOV. Nice. Declan, please don't spam, dude. Yeah, follow for follow is such a waste. Not follow for follow. There's a bunch of groups on TikTok and Discord. Yeah, no, those are a waste. Those are a complete scam. And actually, this isn't coming from me, but this is coming from somebody who has way more experience, way more connections than I do. But the big companies, like let's say I want to work with HyperX, the first thing they'll do if I contact them is they'll go to those groups and see if I'm there. And then they will completely blacklist me if they find out I'm there, because they realize that I'm trying to get rich quick, and they realize that I'm not passionate about it. Instead, I'm just trying to get famous. And that I didn't actually earn anything that I have. So they'll blacklist you really quickly. A lot of big companies will blacklist you if they find you in those groups, because you're not actually doing the work. You're just trying to get off of other people's work. And in the end, you're right. Only the top guys benefit. It's like those TikTokers that are like, hey guys, we gotta stick together. Us small creators, we gotta stick together. Why don't you comment down below what your Twitch is, and I'll follow you, and you could follow me, and we could support each other and build this great streaming BS. And the only reason I don't call them out on TikTok is because I don't want to have that kind of toxic environment in my TikToks, but it's complete BS, because all they're doing is bolstering their own channel. They're not going to go check out your channel. They're not going to follow you. They're not going to watch you. They don't care about you. They care about the interaction you're giving that video. They care about you following them and you thinking they're going to help you to bring their channel up. Honestly, all those groups, all that stuff is garbage. There's a couple of friends that I have that started like a group stream where like they started one channel and each one individually would run the channel on certain days, and that's also not a good idea. I get where they're coming from, kind of concentrate your energies in one place, but then how do you divide the income? How do you divide donations? How do you divide when you want to do certain things? And how is it fair that if I have a stream where 25 people are watching me and then you've got a stream where 100 people are watching you, how is it fair that I'm going to get money off of your hard work when you're doing better than I am? Right? Like it's not a good idea. Honestly, connect with other streamers, but worry about your own channel and do your own thing. Exactly, Mr. FOV. They follow you and then they take off. They don't care about you. Stop giving me more content, right? Right, Chadley? Leroy, how's it going? Welcome. Mex, I do remember you. Yeah, Ginger, it's not worth it. Those things aren't worth it. It seems like a good idea because it's like, oh, I'm gonna connect with other creators. Connect with them organically. Chadley started by watching me, and then he got involved in streaming. Now, I'm not saying he got involved because of me. It's just we met through him watching my channel, and then he started streaming like a couple of months afterwards, and he's grown his whole community all on his own, and he made friends without having to do that like we're doing it to join together. Instead, it's like, no, Chadley and I are friends, but he's got his own community, I've got my community, we share some viewers, but there's no second reason for us to be friends. We're just friends because we're friends. And that's the best way to go about it, because when things go bad, the people who are trying to grow through these communities, they'll turn their back on you immediately. Whereas if you make friends, they'll still care about you. And they'll still message, even if they don't support you like they used to, because I have a few friends that they don't come to my channel anymore, but if I tweet out, they'll comment, they'll retweet, they'll message me privately and stuff. It's just, you know, sometimes life takes a turn and we don't have time to see each other anymore.
Press start to play.
Well, Ginger Gamer, that means a lot. Honestly, there's nothing to wait for. If you can get out there, just get out there, because it's a slow, long road. There's not going to be a magic moment where you're going to go, now is the right time. It'll never be the right time. You'll never feel prepared. I've been doing this for 4 years and I still sit there going, oh god, this isn't working. Oh, something's wrong. Like, I went and I was looking for the cable for my controller and I couldn't find it, and I had to run around the house trying to find the cable. And then I was live on TikTok and I spilt my coffee all over my desk. Now my mouse pad is soaked and the room smells like coffee, and I only drank like a quarter of my coffee, and you know, it never goes right. So there's never like a proper time, but as soon as you have time, just go live. Yeah, that's the hardest part, is figuring out scheduling. Figuring out scheduling can be hard. Hey Josh, how's it going, man? I will in just a second, dozen list. I like to talk to my viewers. Mex, that happens. That happens. I've been doing this for 4 years, and there was a time where I was doing really, really well. Like really, really well on the channel. Things went wrong, and then the channel slowed down, and then I got to the point where I only had 1 or 2 viewers, and this was only like 3-4 months ago, where I only had 1 or 2 viewers watching me at times. There were streams where it was literally me and like one other person who wasn't actually at the stream. They would just turn it on and leave. And so it was like nobody talking to me, nobody chatting, and just me playing. It happens. But that's what's going to tell you whether you really want to do this or not. Some people like the idea of streaming and don't realize what's involved, and quickly realize it's not for them. It's like acting. Everybody goes, I want to be a Hollywood star. Except it's really, really not fun when you're going to go and film a movie and you have to sit for 8 hours, and then you get in front of the camera for 5 minutes, and then you sit for 8 more hours just waiting. Or when you're doing stage shows and you're performing and, you know, you have to run off stage because you're puking because you're sick, and then you come back on stage and keep acting. There's a lot of other sides to streaming that most people don't realize. And those dark times when nobody's talking to you, when nobody's watching you, is when you'll start to realize whether it's for you or not. Don't worry about the numbers, just try to have fun. Crazy Gamer, how's it going? Legendary Duelist, hello to you. Connor, thank you for joining the Retro Squad. Welcome, welcome. Sitar, how's it going, man? How are you? I like it, but hate happens. You have to ignore it. You have to ignore it. I get hate every once in a while. You just have to ignore it. You do better as a guest. I don't really have a lot of stuff, Avery, because theater you can't really record unless it's like a huge like Broadway show or something. Smaller companies don't really record what they do. I've got a couple of recordings and I've showed them a few times on YouTube, but I don't want to get like content claims or anything if I post up content, because it is illegal to do. Following since Bloodborne, oh yeah. No worries, Josh, no worries. Thank you for stopping in though, I appreciate it. Quinny the Q, how's it going? How are you? Well, I appreciate you coming back. Mex, I don't have a lot of time to watch streams, but when I get a chance, I try to pop into people's streams. I usually don't talk. I'll come in, I'll watch for a little while, and then I'm like stupid busy. But I try my best to at least pop in every once in a while. It's because the rights that you pay for the show are only for a live performance. They don't pay for the rights to record it. And so, because there's no payment for recording, you're not supposed to record it. Nice, Crazy Gamer, nice. Let me just grab some water, guys, and then we'll get started on the game. I want to have something to drink, because eventually it gets really warm in this room, and then eventually I get super thirsty. So give me like 30 seconds, guys. I'm totally the king of lurkers. I totally am.
Press start to play.
Okay. You have to jump scare me when I'm drinking water, spit it all over, mix it in with the coffee that's left over on the desk. Bling, 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 bling. But yeah, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. For people wanting to learn to start streaming, there is a lot to learn, Ginger Gamer. Although I will say the best way to learn is to just do it, because there are things that I have learned about streaming that I didn't even think about, and I didn't research, and I didn't look up. And then once I was live, it's when I was faced with it. Things that I would have never considered to have been a problem. Things that annoy me about other people's streams, not like, oh, they're terrible streamers because this annoys me. It's just like little mistakes that other streamers make that really bother me, that I had no idea how easy it was to make that same mistake. Like trying to figure out audio. Volumes are so hard to figure out for streaming. They are such a pain to figure out. Like I have friends that stream and they don't really set up their volumes properly, and then so what ends up happening is the game is like this. They can hear it. I can hear this right now. It's quiet, but I can hear it. But like I am way louder than the audio in the game is. Or you end up with where's my mic? There it is. Or you end up with game. So sometimes the pain in the butt is trying to figure out like little details that you can only figure out by just doing it. You know what I mean? My record for most people on stream, if we're talking directly after a raid, probably about 130. If we're talking about just like on a stream, like I just went live and people were watching me, probably about 65. Yeah, if you have no prior knowledge in audio, what Chadley says, it is incredibly hard to know what you're doing. And another big problem is you don't know what it all sounds like to the viewer, right? Because like I hear the game in my headphones, and I've got a mixer so I can hear, well, it's not a mixer, but I've got an audio interface so I can hear the microphone in my ears, but the microphone is at a set volume. So right now the game is pretty loud to me, but when I go back and watch my streams, the volumes are okay. So I rely all on lights. I have no idea what the stream actually sounds like. And there have been times where Jack can attest to this. I've been live and the game audio is stuttering, and in my ears it's perfectly fine, but the mix that's going out to you guys is totally screwed up, and it's hard to know, and so it can get really frustrating. Atomic Blade, how's it going, man? How are you? Hey Preston, how are you? Yeah, I personally think Twitch is much better for streaming. The quality is higher in streams. The raiding fact, like the fact that you can raid is so much better, because like people raid on YouTube, and if you're not watching chat, they totally miss it. There have been times where I've raided a group and they don't know that I raided them, and they just completely miss it, and then I have to like either donate or do something to get their attention, to be like, hey, we just raided you, and they don't see it. Or the fact that you can do clips. Clips are awesome on Twitch. Discoverability on Twitch is a lot less than it is on YouTube, but YouTube isn't really a streaming platform, so most people will come to watch video content on YouTube and not streaming. So I personally prefer Twitch for streaming than I do YouTube, but there are things about YouTube that I still like.
Press start to play.
Oh, I can do that with this, Mr. FOV, but the monitor's the problem. I can't adjust the monitor, so I have to have the game at full blast so I can hear the monitor through the speakers, because if I turn this down, the monitor's super quiet. Yeah, streaming on YouTube is better when you have a community. Absolutely, Nikki, absolutely. Yeah, Mr. FOV, because like I need to hear myself in order to know how loud I'm being, because when I turn off the audio and I don't hear myself, and it happens for a lot of streamers, they talk like this because they're trying to hear themselves over their headset, or you end up getting this kind of voice and they don't realize that they're stuttering and that you hear that, and you don't want that either. So because I can hear the monitor, I can hear if I'm, you know, popping in the mic. I can also hear if I'm distorting in the mic. I can hear myself, so I don't have to yell.
To play.
And it lets me know the quality of sound that I'm providing. So I can turn down the game, but the problem is then that turns down my microphone, and then that I can't hear myself anyway, so... Yeah, Quinny, so right now TikTok is a really, really great way to get discovered. The problem with TikTok is finding what's gonna make you get discovered is so hit and miss. Like, you can do something and all of a sudden you get, you know, I've got my one video that I think is probably my least funny Hey Retro video, and it's got almost 1 million views. It's got like 700,000 views, I think is what it's at.
Bye-bye.
And it's not very funny, and I don't know why it blew up the way that it did. And then there's some people that literally don't do anything and then they blow up. So that's the only thing with TikTok is you can't predict what's gonna blow up, but you have a really good chance of something blowing up on TikTok versus on YouTube, and on Twitch there's just no algorithm, so there's no blowing up. Not with the monitor, Chadley, because the monitor is a direct feed, there's absolutely no delay whatsoever. The only thing is that it just sounds weird because it is processed, right? Like there's amplification to it, so I can hear like the deeper basses in my voice than I normally would. But there is no delay. That's why I like it, because I could turn on a monitor through the computer, but you get that like quarter-second delay, which makes it sound more like an echo that screws with your head. This is completely delayless, but I can't control the volume, so that's the huge drawback. So I want to get an actual mixer where I could control the volume of the microphone in my ears, but I have to find the right mixer.
Start to play.
But that's what I like, is that I can hear myself. Yeah, it's complete hardware. You guys don't hear what I hear in my ears at all. It's not processed in any way. There's no special effects or anything. It's literally straight from the headphone, from the microphone to my headphones. Skips the computer completely, which is great. Because I can turn it off. Like if I press this button, I've pressed it now, I don't hear myself at all anymore. Now the game's gotten louder, but I don't hear myself. But you guys shouldn't notice a difference at all. Like there should be absolutely no change to you. And then I turn it back on and now I can hear myself again. Yeah, depending on where you are, Nikki, that'll change too. All right, Mex, go 1v1 your friends. Good luck. I don't really use extensions when I'm on Twitch, really, so I don't have any advice on extensions just because I've never really used them on my channel.
Start to play.
All right, Chadley, enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna make dinner after the stream. I'm home alone, so I gotta make my own dinner tonight. All right, guys, I've chatted long enough. Let's get started. Let's switch the screen. We will start playing some Mario 64 and continue with the goodness. So let's do this. Hey, why didn't it work? Oh, it did work. Haha, it just didn't make the sound effect. I should have a hot... I don't have any hot pockets here. I usually do, but I don't have any today. Okay. So we're at 57 stars, so that's not too bad. Okay. But yeah, extensions, I've never really used extensions. I have like the sound effect extension turned on, which is fun. Although don't expect people to use it easily, because I've had it enabled on my channel for months, and only recently have people started using it now that I have more viewers coming through. But for months and months, nobody used it. It just sat there. The crowd control extension seems like it could be really fun, but I've never used it, so I haven't been able to get it to work. So, but that would be another really cool extension to use. But besides that, I don't really use them, so I couldn't tell you what extensions would be worth it. Yeah, Quinny, that's exactly what happens. Is you know, Bella Porch. Now, Bella Porch, there are a couple of theories out there as to why she blew up. One of them being that she's actually not who she says she is. Like, she wasn't just some lucky girl that made a video and blew up. If you do a lot of research, apparently, this is what I've heard, she connects to a multimedia advertising company. So either she paid them to blow her up, or they hired her and created her whole persona to blow her up, to make people think that she's worth blowing up, and they need to follow what she does in order to blow up. Because apparently they produce a lot of music, and a lot of the videos she does uses their music, which then blows up their music. But anyway, another big thing for her, a thing that's guaranteed for her, is she's beautiful. And if you are very, very good looking, it is a lot easier to blow up on TikTok than if you are mediocre looking. Hence why I haven't blown up, but that is life. But yeah, it's really hard. There are videos that I've done where I've worked really, really hard, like writing the script and doing stuff. Like the last Hey Retro that I did, I spent some time writing like a script and everything to come up with what I wanted to do, and it's done okay. But then there's other ones that I've literally just like recorded in 30 seconds and posted it, and they've done a lot better. So it's hit and miss. It's really, really hit and miss. What did you have for dinner, Funny Valentine? Okay, I don't actually remember where I was last, so we're gonna have to explore a little bit. I think we were doing this place. Okay. Pole jumping for red coins.
Let's go.
2 cups of ramen. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I agree with you 100%. They don't really have talent, like deep talent that they're showing off. They have talent. They're both dancers and they actually know how to dance. So don't get me wrong. It's not like they're completely untalented. They are talented at selling themselves, because if you watch their videos, they literally do the exact like 10 dance moves for like a month straight, and then they add like 2 or 3 dance moves, get rid of 2 or 3 old ones, and then do that for a month straight, and they just keep rotating the dance moves over and over again. And they'll do the exact same dance to the exact same song 8 or 9 times, but people eat it up. Why? Because they're both very beautiful girls, and so it's easy to watch attractive people do things that are attractive. And when you have a father who is a multimillionaire on both ends, they have the money to pay for the support for them to do this stuff, right? Like they pay for the fancy lighting and they pay for the nice outfits and they have all this stuff. So they have a leg up on everybody to begin with. Anybody can blow up, but it's easier when you're really good looking and when you're rich. It's just the way it is. Welcome back, Jack. Is the Wi-Fi more stable now? Instant ramen. I haven't had instant ramen in a while. Although there are websites that lie about TikTok, so be wary of that, because apparently I was watching a video, and my webcam is off center and it's bothering me. I was watching a video and yeah, no, I'm just gonna do this. And this guy was talking about how somebody had commented that he must be rich because he's making a lot of money on TikTok. And so he looked himself up, and there was like this lie about how much money he was earning. So I looked myself up on there, and according to this website, I'm making $30 a post. I've made like 7 cents on TikTok, and it's because somebody did one of those little gifts that was worth like 7 cents. And I've never cashed it out. So I haven't made any money. So I don't know where they're getting this money number from. So I can only imagine that Addison Rae and them aren't really making a lot of money off TikTok. I mean, now they probably are making decent money. It would be a lot of money to you and me, but they're probably not making the millions that they say they're making on these websites, except for those product placements that they do. You know, like Charlie's constantly doing Starbucks placements. But making money off TikTok isn't really the #1 priority. Like for me, that's not my priority. My priority is to show my content and make connections with other people. I'm in the process right now of trying to work out some connections with some businesses to like add some stuff to the channel. But like I'm not expecting to make money off TikTok. Or sorry, Duncan, that's what she does. I don't really watch Charlie, so I don't know 100%. Yeah, Quinny, I'm in Canada too, and it's been really warm here. Yeah, Nikki, we were sitting at one point we were sitting at like 19 degrees today. And yeah, Avery, they make money off their sponsorships, but a lot of people think that you will make money off TikTok in general, like the creator program or whatever they call it, and that's just not what happens. I've never been overseas, Fire Angel. It snowed for us about 4 days ago, and yeah, I've been in a t-shirt the last few days. You went to Ontario and tried poutine? Poutine is great. I love poutine. Kinda wish I was having poutine for dinner tonight. Or poutine. Sorry for all my Canadian friends that are cringing at me saying poutine. I'm like busy talking about TikTok. I'm not paying attention to the game at all. Oh no! Oh, I made it. Yeah, poutine is totally crazy. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, oh. These camera angles are so terrible in this game. Oh, I thought it was gonna go all the way, but I guess not. I am Quinny. I am in Ontario. Dang it. Woot, how's it going, man? That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I'm glad the tips are helping. Hopefully it's, you know, keeping your game up high, because I think it doesn't really matter what your quality is on your stream, but I feel proud when my stream looks good. And I'm hoping you're getting that kind of pride too, you know? Learning stuff and all that. Look at Jack working hard. That's a moderator, guys. That is a hardcore moderator right there. Wait, I want to go back. I want to get those coins over there. I'm a hardcore refugee. Imagine a person took something from France and called it Hawaiian. It's called Hawaiian pizza. What did they take from France for Hawaiian pizza? It was a Greek guy who took an Italian dish and from Canada made it, and then a little town in Canada, in Ontario specifically, made it and then called it Hawaiian. Right now, we're just playing the 100%. Oh, whoa. I'm just, like, beating the game 100%, and then, and that's it. But if we're talking about what I'm doing this level specifically, I gotta get all the red coins. Ryan, that's okay. That's okay, Ryan. How are you? Tiernan, how's it going? Long time no see. How are things going for you? Playing the best game as well. I never stopped streaming, Tiernan. I've been streaming the whole time, but I'm streaming over on Twitch now. I am now a Twitch streamer, which Twitch has been going really well, guys. Yeah, this song in particular is so good. Oh, you messed up the story. Yeah, it's a guy from Ontario who's Greek descent, and he made an Italian dish and added pineapples and called it Hawaiian. It is Tiernan. It's the same username. Oh, I missed. My favorite console of all time? That's hard, because there's a lot of consoles I really like. The Switch is really close to being my favorite of all time. I love my Switch. The most nostalgic console I have is probably the Super Nintendo. But the PlayStation 1 was also a really important console for me in my childhood, so it's kind of a toss-up between those three. Woot, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Okay. I appreciate that, man. That's super cool of you. Tiernan, thank you for following as well. Now, I know most of you are from TikTok, but for those of you who are old OG YouTube followers, a lot of the people here are from TikTok. TikTok has, like, really accelerated the growth on my channel, which is pretty crazy. So we got lots of TikTok supporters, which is so cool. Oh, I missed again, dang it. Well, Crazy Gamer, here's the thing. It's kind of a toss-up, right? I found from my experience, it was really easy to initially grow on YouTube. Hey, Chris, thank you for the follow as well. It was really easy to grow on YouTube at the beginning, and then it was really, really easy to get completely destroyed on YouTube. The upside to YouTube is you might have people who don't watch streams randomly find you and want to watch you. But yeah, Twitch is more of a gaming platform, so more people are going to want to watch you there. The only thing is I find YouTube's community is more casual, so if I'm playing this and just kind of chilling out and relaxing, people are more accepting of it on YouTube. On Twitch, most people want competitive players who are going to be playing at a high level. So unless you're a competitive player, that might be a downside. But Twitch's quality is so much better. Like their live stream quality is just so much higher, and the fact that you can raid is better, and the clips are better, and the sound effects and extensions and all that stuff. The only major upside to YouTube is that there's an algorithm which could help you, but it can also hurt you, and that your streams stay saved forever, which is great because you can always go back and watch an old stream and see how you've grown. Whereas on Twitch, it's kind of gone forever after a week. Woot, I really appreciate that. Yeah, in about a month, I've gone from 400 followers to 1.6K, which is crazy. And you used to watch me? It was like 2008. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, Tiernan. It's been... Time goes by fast, like really fast. Uh-oh, did Nightbot let you down, Jack? Should we fire Nightbot? Hey, Steffi, how you doing? How is the lockdown going, Nikki? Steffi is a Twitch streamer, guys, and she's got a really awesome community. She's super cool. She was one of the people that convinced me to get going on Twitch rather than just sticking here and floundering with a channel that wasn't doing very well. But yeah, like, no matter where you stream, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, be prepared for slow growth. It takes a while to really gain a following. Sometimes it takes like one specific game to get people's attention, or like me, TikTok is what got people's attention. But don't be surprised if you stream for 6 months and you've got less than 500 followers. Don't be surprised if you stream for 6 months and you've got less than 50 followers. It's really hard to grow at the beginning. But don't give up, because Sometimes you could be just right there getting ready to grow a community and you leave too early and you miss out. I don't know if Seven can hear me, but hi, Seven. Oh, she says she can't hear me, but hi, Seven. Man, I love to watch a streamer. Always peaceful, fun to watch. I try, man. I try. Lots of just chilling and relaxing. Nightbot's just ignoring you, man. Nightbot's like, nah, I'm done. I'm done working for today. Wow, that's crazy, Nikki. That is crazy. All right, Avery, good luck with band. I hope it goes well. I mean, it's been good in comparison to some other places, but it's not good because it's getting worse and worse. He's good, man. He's good. He's still streaming. He streams over on Twitch as well. But over there, he's Taco Master Spanish dude. And he's doing really well. He streams earlier than me now, so we only stream together on Tuesdays. We don't really get a chance to stream together as often as we used to because we stream at very opposite times. What got me into streaming? Well, there's a whole video of it on YouTube, but I used to be a video game reviewer. That's how I started. But there's a whole video on here on YouTube. If you look it up, it'll be like how I got started, I think is what it's called. I did it like 3-4 weeks ago, and it'll give you a whole breakdown of how I started streaming, why I started streaming, where I got my name, and everything. You're gonna uppercut him right on his chin. Okay, that's done. Jack, I'm gonna try to like disconnect Nightbot and connect him again. Maybe that'll help. If it lets me in. Give me just a second, Jack. Come on. Okay, part with the channel, join the channel. Okay, Nightbot should be in the channel now again, so hopefully that'll fix it. I'll knock his beard off. How much have I invested in my setup? I think I did like a rough calculation about a month ago. I'm probably sitting at about $5,000 to $6,000. Easily more. Easily more, because I've gone through a complete computer, which was like $2,000. And then now this computer, which is like another $2,000. I've gone through 1, 2, 3 monitors. 4 monitors. I've gone through 4 monitors. Now if we're including like background stuff as well, probably way more. But I've gone through 2 different microphones. I've gone through 3 boom arms. I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. Various apps that I've bought for the stream. The stand was like another $150. All the consoles, all the games that I've had to buy. The lights alone, I've probably spent like $500 just on lights. So like, it's added up. It's added up. Easily $5,000, if not closer to 10. And I've earned not even half of that, less than half of that in 4 years. Hey Gizmo, how's it going, man? How are you? So, okay. So on Twitch, because it's all together, I've been calling you Gizmog. Is it Gizmo GG? Is that what it is? Is that what it's always been and I've just been saying it wrong? That is awesome, Woot. Congratulations. Oh, college exams, they can be so stressful. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, dude. Kevin, how's it going? Welcome. Gizmo GG. Oh, man, I've been calling you Gizmog the whole time. Gizmo, okay. I love you, Nightbot. Why is Nightbot ignoring you? Is Nightbot working at all? Like responding at all? Nightbot is mad I'm superior. You added an about command, right? Yeah, so Nightbot is responding. Trying to see where you first added the command, Jack. I don't see it though. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, Jack. Preston, they're doing the bullet for bullet tournament right now, and we're like 2 episodes into bullet for bullet on Sword Art Online, so we're not even into the second story of season 2 yet, because we only get to watch like 2 episodes maybe twice a week with Alana, just because we're so busy. And then like yesterday, today, she's been with my parents, so no watching those 2 days either. Mr. FOV. No, Gizmo. Somebody asked me how much money I spent on my stream. Like how much money I've invested on my setup. It's been a lot of money, but it wasn't all at once. It wasn't like I showed up and it's like, I've got $5,000, let's buy this. It was like, okay, I've got $100 and I need to buy this, so I buy it. Okay, I got this, so I'm gonna buy that. And part of it was paid by donations. So don't, like, every donation I've ever gotten has always gone back to the stream. I've never purchased something that I haven't used on the stream. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like somebody donated $50 and then I went and I bought myself, you know, dinner or something. Everything that I've ever gotten has gone right back to the channel. So like this computer, Mr. FOV, actually paid for the vast majority of it. And like, you know, the lights came from donations and stuff. So it was all over time. It was like, you know, I would save up for a couple of months and I might have $50 and then I would go and buy a game. Or I would save for 5 or 6 months and then I would have like $200 and I'd buy lights. And that's kind of how it went along, but it's been over 4 years. Now, one lump purchase was probably the VR headset, which Mr. FOV paid for. But that's pretty much it. The next big lump that's going to be like probably the most expensive lump sum I'm spending is on the Xbox. But besides that, it's always been donations and little by little. It's been way over time. If you guys would see my stream, I could show you. Because we are here. It's not just like TikTok or something, because people ask me all the time. I could show you so you guys can see. I'll find it while we chat quickly. For some reason, my sound effects aren't working, and I don't know why. It's weird. Steffi, I only really liked the first arc of SAO. The second was okay. Yeah, the first was amazing. I wish the whole first season was that one arc so we could get to know the characters more. The second arc was like, okay, there's still some stakes there because he's got to save Asuna. So I was like, okay, I get it. Then the third came and I was like, all right, I'm not getting it. And then the fourth was like, all right, there's like no stakes now, but I want to see what the new season is. So I'm enduring the next season for that purpose specifically. Stop snitching on you. Hey man, maybe then you'll be too embarrassed to ever donate again. Edgar, how's it going? Welcome. It's just not working, Jack. I don't know why. I don't know anything about it, so I can't even like suggest what to do. The magic just magically appeared. The money just magically appeared. Okay, so if I go here, and then I can go by date. I will show you guys what my streams first looked like. The very first time I ever streamed, and then when I thought my streams looked awesome, and they really, really didn't. Okay, I'll show you a few streams, guys. You'll see how crazy it used to be. So I'm getting the Xbox Series X. Apparently, power-wise, it is going to be better than the PlayStation, but the controller on the PlayStation wipes the floor with both the Switch and the Xbox. Like, the controller is ridiculous from what I've heard. So just that alone, I think, makes the PlayStation better. And that's just the first thing. the fact that both PlayStation choices are just as powerful, so you're not going to give anything up, makes the PlayStation a little bit better. And the fact that they have a ton of first-party games, and their hard drive's supposed to be faster. And the hard drive being faster doesn't really bother me. It's kind of like whatever. It's going to be such a small difference in the big picture that I'm not super worried about it. But yeah, the PlayStation's so much better. I just couldn't get a pre-order for the PlayStation. Okay, so let me pull up. I'll put up my raid screen because that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, I didn't click the thing. Click here. Pause this and then click here. I'm going to show you 3 different streams, 3 different ways that I did at the beginning. And then you can compare to how my stream looks now, which is very, very different. But I started in a very different place than where I am now. People think that when you start streaming, it's, you know, like if my stream looks like this, that this is what it's always looked like, and it didn't. It didn't at all. So here is my original stream. I don't know why the transitions aren't working. That's weird. Okay, so you guys can see there. That's me and my brother. No fancy lighting. I had a little bit of lighting because I had photography lights. Listen to the audio.
Once it comes up live, then we'll be good. So it starts. Okay, here we go. Okay, hi everybody. So we're here. This is going to be the very first time we're.
It's super
streaming
echoey.
live.
The
And,
quality is
it's exciting.
terrible.
It's, you know, it's the first time
I was
ever
using a
I'm
laptop.
recording
That's the
here.
built-in webcam.
And we're going to be playing some Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So I haven't really played this. You used to play this as a kid.
Yeah, this. All I remember is that we used to run around shooting everything, but I have no idea.
Yeah,
what to
Jack.
do with this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing you're supposed to save people. I think, but I can't remember for sure. Anyway,
We're
off
rating
to
7
start,
right
so
now.
Here we go.
Yeah, so that was me when I started streaming. And my brother and I would play, and we would play a variety of games on Saturday. So this stream was 2.5 hours long. This was a shorter stream, but we would do a variety of streams. But look, like no overlays, no fancy borders. Listen to the gameplay.
Wasn't paying attention.
That's what it's all about.
Lost concentration there.
Do you hear how the gameplay is super echoey? Well, what I was doing, actually, you guys can hear the gameplay, right? Yeah, you guys can hear it. It's a little quiet. Let me turn it up. So, you hear that, right? It's super echoey. What I had done was I had the game Rock Band, and I had the Rock Band microphone left over from the game, and then I had my Snowball, which I still own. Right here. I had my blue Snowball, which was in front of us so it could hear us. And then I had my Rock Band microphone. And what I had done was I took it and I connected it to my computer, and then I put it next to the television because I couldn't get audio from the game to play and to be able to hear it at the same time. Because the way my Super Nintendo was plugged in, if it plugged into the capture card, I wouldn't be able to hear it from the computer. So I had it hooked up to the TV, like the microphone there. So that's why it was all echoey. So I started super ghetto. So then eventually I spent a little bit of time working on my channel, and then I ended up making it look like this. So I built my own green screen. This is when I was playing PlayStation. I made my own overlay, and you can see how ghetto the overlay was, like super, super ghetto. You know, it didn't look good. This is me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just like sitting there. I don't know why I'm just sitting there. That's how I would start to see if I was live or whatever. Yeah, Steffi, a Rock Band microphone, and it literally like I put like a sock behind the television and like pointed up to the speaker because the speaker pointed back on that television, and that would be how I would get the gameplay sound. So I could hear it when I was live, and the game could be heard in the computer.
Guys, so we're back. Last night we did a bit of streaming, but the audio apparently wasn't working right.
And you can see how like totally different everything is. The color balance is completely off, and the overlay is horrible. I made it myself. It was really like
all I've done. I haven't done anything since last night, and all I've done, if you didn't see last
my
night's
overlay is
video,
ghetto, but I'm making and Gizmo, you learn over time to do the overlays. There are generic overlays. I find that a lot of streamers' overlays look very, very similar. So I'm not a fan of those. You know, like the ones that are like especially the people that play like Warzone and play, I can't remember what the other game is called, but like the competitive shooter games, Call of Duty and that, they all have very generic overlays, which look cool, but everybody's got them. So I actually make my own overlays now. I still make them, but I learned over time to make my overlays look good. As you guys saw this stream, I didn't have like a starting soon screen. I didn't have a chatting screen. I didn't have anything fancy. And then I used to do these streams with my brother. So I changed my overlay yet again. And we're sitting here playing video games with my brother, eating chips. This stream was 5 hours long. We were sitting on my couch, so what I did was I had a lot of fabric as green screen, and I threw it over my couch so the couch would be invisible, and then I hung it behind me, so then that way the whole area was green screen. So it was like really, really, really ghetto. I worked really, really hard to get my stream to look good, and it didn't happen overnight. My stream, I didn't invest a lot of money at the beginning. Over time, things got better. Let me see if I can show you guys a bit more of a modern stream that I did later on. If I flip these around, and how far back would I have to go? 2019? No, let's go to like 2018. I'm in the ghetto. Ratatata. Ratatata. I'm in the ghetto. 2019. Is this one of them? Yeah, I was all about ingenuity. I was all about getting like things put together and trying to like figure out how to make it work. Okay, here. This is a perfect example, guys. This is where you don't need to spend money. This is where you don't need to go crazy. So let me show you here. So at this point, I already had a decent microphone.
Hey, bloody stick.
Hey, why did it freeze? There we go.
How are you? Oh, it's the best kind of Mario Maker. It's the kind of Mario Maker that Nintendo already made for us.
Hey, why isn't it showing
¿Cómo estás?
properly?
How are you?
Let's move this over. So
Are you kidding
if you look
me,
at the
Elena?
gameplay,
Seriously? When?
you know, it looks okay. It's
that's
really
awesome. You
minimal
want
because I like
Oh, if you
minimalistic
just saw what Elena
overlays.
said, we're not
All
getting
I
good
did
weapons.
was I added an
When are we
effect
supposed
to the
be getting
window to my
snowstorm?
webcam or whatever. The light. Look at the light on my face, guys. Do you want to know what I did for the light on my face? Now, there's more shadows now because of the lighting that I have set up.
I don't get as excited about E3. I'm a little bit excited just because.
So what I did, that light in particular, was I bought a plant pot, like a big pot that you put plants in. I cut a hole in it and I had a light which was like you plug it into the wall and the other end was literally just a light bulb. And then I hot glued that inside of the plant pot, and then I lined it with tin foil, and then I put an old pillow cover, not old, a brand new pillow cover that I cut up in front of it. And then I drilled that into the wall directly behind my webcam. And that's what's lighting me in this. And then I took another lamp that I had, like a clamp light. You guys can kind of see my clamp light. Can you? Yeah, you guys can see my clamp light over here. I took a light like that, and it was on the ground behind me, and all I did was just put a regular light bulb in with a gel to light the background. And that was it. That was before I bought any of my fancy lights, before I did anything fancy. And that was just back in March 2019. So just a little bit over a year ago. A year and a half ago. Almost 2 years ago. But I slowly built up to get my stream to look better, and then, you know, now I've invested in much better lighting. My computer looks better. I've got a much better camera, all of those things, and now I'm in a room that has more space, so I can actually make it look nicer. But that's how it all started. You know, that's how it was. And so when people ask me how much I spend on my setup, it wasn't overnight. It wasn't you know, a thing that I was like, well, I'm gonna go and invest on a stream and make it look good. It was a learning experience. It was a long-term investment. It was something that I had to work really hard at getting to. And the things that I couldn't afford, I would find ways to make it happen. So like I built my own lights. Even now, the light that I'm using right here, it is literally this light that I'm using. So I have two of these. They're pretty much like the Elgato key lights. And It's pretty much the Elgato key light. And what I've done is I've actually taped cardboard to the edges, kind of like barn doors, up and open. And then I glued a pillowcase in front of it to give me that soft light so I wouldn't get as many shadows. And now my lighting, I think my lighting looks good. There's more shadows than I like, but I'm kind of going for more of a dramatic look because I'm dramatic. But no, I'm just going for a bit of a different look, but I'm still doing ghetto stuff. Like, I'm still trying to find ways to make things work for me, to make my lighting look decent. And so you don't have to invest a ton of money. I only got these lights in particular because I still do photography, and I was recording videos at the time, and these really come in handy for that. But I could use them on my stream all the time. It's the same with this. I'm getting married in July, and I needed a better camera as a secondary camera, and so I bought this one that I could use on my stream all the time, but I could also use it for my wedding, right? So I didn't, Mr. FOV. I don't know what the notification was. What was it? Oh no, I didn't see it. I was on the wrong window. I was on the wrong window. Hold on. Let me open up Streamlabs here. Because on those windows I don't have on the raid one I don't have alerts. Dashboard. Hold on, give me a second. Be patient. It's happening. Recent events. I'm not even reading it. I'm just setting it off. There it is. Mr. Joe has donated. I'm only going to say this once. This money is not for your stream. Go take Alana out for a fancy dinner. Being the best fiance in the world. I'm not gonna take her out to dinner only because of everything that's going on, and in our areas a lot of the restaurants are being shut down. But I will treat her to a fancy dinner at home, where we will order out and have food at home. So we'll meet you halfway only because I don't want to go to a restaurant with the way things are. But thank you, man. Guys, can you please hashtag Mr. FOV in the chat, and we will order food and have ourselves a fancy night at home. Hashtag Mr. FOV, you guys. Dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. That is super, super kind of you, dude. Steven Hunter, how's it going, man? How are you? Okay, I have gone on a rant about streaming and all the fancy things that you can do and all the fancy things you don't have to do. But in the end, it's all about getting things to work for you. Don't look at other people's streams and try to build your stream to look like theirs. This took 4 years of progress to build. And a lot of it is magic. A lot of it isn't realistically anything super fancy. I could buy a super awesome lens to blur the background, but I use an app. This is what it would look like without the blur, which still looks good, but not as good as this. And so you got to try to find things that'll make your stream work for you and save yourself money. And so that is my advice for anybody looking to stream and trying to make the stream look good. It's okay to look ghetto because nobody's going to look at your setup when you're streaming. I have a couple of guys I follow on TikTok whose setup looks amazing. Like, you look at their setup and it is like professional level. Cable management galore, lighting is awesome and it looks great, and then you go to their stream and it is the most boring looking stream in the world because they have no lighting behind them. They've got no fancy stuff behind them. It's literally a blank wall because they're only thinking about what they can see. They don't think about what their viewers can see. And I'm in the opposite camp. My desk does not look nice. My cables are kind of visible and my lights look ghetto and whatever, but you guys see a cool looking stream, except for this, but I can't get rid of this. You guys see a really cool stream. I don't get to see any of the cool stuff. I only see cables and desk, you know? Got to contribute somehow to the wedding. Well, I appreciate it, man, and I know Alana will appreciate it too. Awesome, Jack. So it's working now? It's working now? Awesome. Logan, how's it going? I want to stream Pokemon. Just Nintendo never reduces the prices on their games, and I'm not a big enough Pokemon fan to be able to justify spending almost $100 on a game. Do you know what I mean? But I eventually will. Yeah, Steffi, it has. Preston can attest to this. When you're backstage, the stuff you see on stage, you have no idea what the audience is seeing. And there are times like I've been on stage and I'm performing and I'm looking around, I'm like, man, this looks so ghetto. Like I can see like the rafters and I can see the lighting and I can see, you know, all the different things that are hiding things from the viewer. And the viewer in the theater doesn't see any of it. They see the magic. And so I've always been of that mentality that I don't care what I see, I care what you guys see. And I think theater is, you're right, theater is a really, really big part of that, because in the end, it's about entertaining you. And a lot of people that are getting into this industry, they see the cool stream and they want to see the cool stream when they're streaming. And in the end, it's about you guys, not about me. So I'm here to entertain you. Whether that's entertaining you through being a really good player, which I'm not, so that's off the table for me, or being entertaining through chatting and giving you something cool to look at and all that fancy stuff. So I think you're right. Theater is a big, big proponent of that. It's made a huge part of that kind of stick out in my mind. And it's kind of like overlays. There are some people that go very, very extreme with overlays and do a lot of really over the top stuff. And there are some people that do overlays that are very, very minimal. I'm more of the minimal camp. Like you can see, you know, I've got the box there and it has the rotating feed, and then I've got my logo with a rotating feed, and that's it. Whereas some people have the chat on screen and they have, you know, little GIFs or GIFs on screen. And then they'll have, you know, latest subscriber, how many followers, how many subscribers, their goal and donation goal, and 5 million things on stream. I'm not a fan of that. I like minimalistic. I like to be able to just keep it clean and have the cool look be real stuff. You know, have a cool arcade playing back there that nobody's really paying attention to it, but it just adds something interesting back there. And I've got this lamp, which doesn't light anything, but it adds something interesting. I've got that light over there, which literally all it does is just highlight this and highlight the chair. That's it. That's the only thing it's adding to the stream. But that little detail makes the stream look better. Because if I turn this light off, there's a lot of shadow on me now. And now my chair blends into the background. My shoulder blends into the background. I don't pop out from the background as much. I almost spilled my drink again. Whereas turning that on, it just adds a little bit of extra. So like all those little details, I'm more worried about what you guys are seeing than what I'm seeing. Because when this light is on, yeah, it's kind of annoying that it's there and it lights up everything. And to me, it looks kind of weird, but on camera, it looks really good. Add a picture of your face to the stream. I don't know if the audience can handle that much sexiness, Jack. The periodic table of Mario. You will totally pass every science class you will ever take. You have to edit a video for your principal. Ooh, what's the video about, if you don't mind me asking? Sing Hey Mickey. I don't know Hey Mickey. Is that the Hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey. That one? Wait, hold on. What did Preston say about the tax return? Let's not pretend we're gonna play this game. It pretty much turned into a just chatting stream. Did you return the tax? That's hilarious, Preston. Tommy Hardy and Nathan, hello, nice to see you. I was thinking Mickey as in Mickey Mouse. That's why I was like, I don't know that song. Because I was thinking it was like the theme song to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or whatever. Oh, nice, Logan, nice. Yeah, it's fun to do stuff like that. When I was in high school, I was in like the film class that they had, and I remember. So I've always had the ability to write funny stuff. Not like a full, like I couldn't do like a half an hour show and write a funny script, but I can do like little quick tidbits that are funny, kind of like TikTok. And I had a film class, and what they would do is a broadcasting class. And that's how I learned a lot of the basics of editing and sound and all that. And once a week, one of the students would create the intro for the class, and they would play that intro all week, or they would get to play multiple intros if they had multiple intros, but the one student made them for the week. And I did mine, and they were all comedy based. They were all based on comedy and on things that were popular at the time. And they were kind of like TikToks, like really funny, like lip syncing stuff. And I remember mine were the most popular for that semester because mine were always really funny. They weren't just like almost every student did like the generic, like, let's film me sitting in class. Let's film my friends breakdancing. Let's film us walking in the hallway. Whereas for me, it was like, let's do a night at the Roxbury, where I literally like had my friend and I do like I did the exact same thing here on YouTube when I did the getting ready to go to PAX video. That exact idea is what I used in high school, where it was like getting up and now I had a full head of hair, but it was like doing our spikes and like combing our sideburns and then getting dressed and then walking to school. Then I did like a spy one where it was like my friend was gonna get like the order from the spy agency to go and get the announcements to the teacher, and we did like running around the school as if we were spies and somebody was coming after him, and we always did funny stuff like that. So yeah, if you're gonna edit something for your principal, that's great. Keep practicing, you'll get better at it. It's awesome. I know, Steffi, it kind of sucks because like my brother and I don't get a chance to do them. I still get to do them on TikTok. People are really enjoying my TikTok skits. But they're not the same, because with the reviews, I was able to like write a much longer, more substantial script, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that on TikTok in shorter form, but I'm having a bit of a hard time because it's so condensed on TikTok. It's really hard for me to come up with the idea in such a short amount of time. But I do miss doing them. I really miss doing my reviews and really getting into like writing a script and editing and sounds and effects and all that. I miss it all. Thank you, Tiernan. I really appreciate that, man. Kevin, bye-bye. I hope you have a great day. Kevin, thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry I chatted for most of the time you were here, but thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Okay, what's this one called? The Manta Ray's Reward. Where the heck is the Manta Ray? There he is. I guess I just gotta swim through the rays. Or through the rings. Woo! My swimming skills are awesome in this game. I thought I went up through it. That one dude, what's going on? Welcome. I know, he's probably like suffering of hypothermia. I keep going through the rings and they're not counting. I missed that one completely. All right, give us some space. Give us some space. Right? What do you mean it doesn't count? I go through it and the game's like, no, that one's not right. See? I went through that one and didn't do anything. I missed it. No! Dang it! Oh, come on! What is this? It's so cheap. It's so cheap. I don't have the cheap one up. Oh, I was gonna do the cheap, but it doesn't. It won't do the cheap. But that's really. But this one works.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Oh yeah, the game is teaching me social distancing. It really is. Don't worry about that star. It's glitched. The only ones that work 100% is the first set of rings you go through. The rest are all luck. Yeah, see? I went through that one perfectly. It's totally broken. There we go. We did it. We did it. How can we make this level longer? Well, just make them miss like a random amount. They're randomly just gonna miss them, guys. So that'll make the level longer. Thank you for the GGs. All right, Nikki, have a good night. I hope you sleep well. I just look at my mirror with my phone and I tell a joke for my TikToks. Hey, jokes can really work. Jokes, actually, the mirror thing became really popular. For a while there, everybody was doing it. Like, if you guys follow my TikToks, and you know I do a lot of tutorials teaching about streaming and stuff like that. But then I also do my little skits with, hey, Retro. And those ones seem to be really popular. The latest one wasn't very good, though. Like, the last one didn't do very well. Like, what's it sitting at right now? Yeah, like, it's sitting at 21,000 views, which, yes, is a lot. But some of them were getting, like, 60,000 views by 24 hours. And so it's like, it's not as good as it used to be, but it's still popular. People really like it. I know, it's not very good. Hey, that one video though, I don't even know if I can catch it. Let me see. The one Hey Retro video that I did. It's the one that's gone the most viral for me. And what's it at? 645,000 views. It's finally slowed down because it was growing like, you know, 10,000, 15,000 views a day, easy. It's been sitting at the 600K mark for like a week. So I think we've reached the plateau of that one, but hey, like almost 750,000 views is amazing. Good luck at rehearsals, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, dude. Thank you for working on all the commands and stuff. That's awesome of you. Well, Logan, they were on the For You page a lot because I was doing them almost every day. And then I slowed down because I didn't want to run out of ideas and then like blow up and everybody's watching me for these Hey Retro videos and then I got nothing to say. So I was like, no, I'm going to do them every few days to make it a little bit less annoying to everybody else so it doesn't burn out as easily. And so I don't burn out as easily on them. Fire Angel, how's it going? No worries. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Have yourself a great night. Okay, what's this one called? Collect the caps. Yo, no cap? Collect the caps. What are the caps? Oh, was that the one? That invisible one? Did I get this one? I think Dasha Games is funny. I don't watch him, and I'm not a giant fan of him only because I can only handle that level of energy for so long. It's like, I really hate the way YouTube has churned over the last little while, like the big YouTubers, because before YouTube used to be really like chilled out and it's like, hey guys, welcome to my video and blah blah blah, but now it's like, hey guys, welcome to my video. Today we're gonna do something crazy. If you guys want to see, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. Let's see if we can reach 10,000 likes by the end of this video. If we reach 10,000 likes, I will drink this whole bottle in 1 second. All right guys, let's get to it. It's like, that's too much for me. I'm old. I want lower energy, and Dashi is that way all the time. I can't watch Dashi long term. But I do appreciate Dashi. I think Dashi has done an amazing job at growing his community, and I'm kind of jealous that I don't have that energy, because it would be really cool if I did. But isn't that totally what the videos are like, Steffi? Like, I was looking up, so you can do like a transparent background for your TikTok profile picture, and I was looking it up, and every single one of them, that's how their videos were, and it was just too much energy for me. Way too much energy for me. And that wasn't even like a Dashi impression. That was just an impression of like the high energy content creators that exist now. If we're talking Dashy though, then we gotta do it this way. We gotta do this. Hold on. I don't know if he still does this intro, because he used to do it. I don't think he does anymore, but he did for a while. And this is what he used to do at the beginning of his videos. This is my impression of him, okay? This is my impression of Dashy. Welcome back to Super Mario Maker. Welcome back to Welcome back to Super Mario Maker, guys. How's it going? Today we're gonna be playing this crazy level. All right, bros, let's do this. Let's play this level. That's Dashy, and that's why I can't watch Dashy. I don't. No hate to the guy, and not even like I dislike the guy. It's just way too much energy for me. I can't do that. As you guys can tell, I'm so laid back. I'm so much less energy than that. I just can't. I can't do it. And it's like, yeah, man, like, whew. But yeah, that's my Dashy impression. That's as close as I can get to being Dashy. I think he's so funny. He is funny. He is funny. And he's like, he's the right kind of cringy. That's the thing. Like, there's cringe that makes you go, oh, I'm embarrassed for you. And then there's cringe that's like, oh my God, that is so perfect. Because his kind of cringe, like if you actually saw somebody acting that way in real life, it would be cringy, 100%. But because it's a character, because it's authentic, it's very, very enjoyable with him. It's very likable with him, which I'm all for. But yeah, he's way too high energy for me. Just way too much for me. But that is totally what he's like. But it's like, I'm not a fan of like screaming streamers. Like, I scream when it's a scary game. But I'm not a fan of the screaming ones that like rage and scream at the camera or like scream when they die. I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of streams. Some people really are, but it's just not for me, you know? Okay, we got to do the red coins here, except I don't know where they are, so this will be interesting. Oh no! Crazy gamer, have yourself a great day. Little piece of advice though. If you're leaving to stream, don't tell the streamer that. Because it comes off as self-promo, even if you didn't mean it that way. Just say you gotta go. And that's it. That's it. Just don't, and for most people, I saw this conversation on another TikToker's video. He made a comment on that. And people got really upset with him because they're like, that's not self-promo. He's just telling you where he's going. It's self-promo. Intentional or not, it's self-promo. You don't have to tell the streamer that you're leaving to stream. You can just tell them that you're leaving. I'm not offended when people leave my stream because I know people have lives and it doesn't bother me. But when you tell people that you're leaving to stream, it can come off as the idea of like, well, I'm done watching you. I'm going to go stream. And if you guys want to come watch me, you can come watch me. So just, some people will get incredibly upset and will actually like ban viewers. I've seen people ban instantly because of that. So because I've kind of made my whole thing into like teaching about streaming, don't worry. It's not like I'm going to like all of a sudden dislike you or anything, but it is kind of streaming etiquette not to bring it up. But good luck on your stream. I hope it goes well. When you saw the first little girl, yeah, BioShock has its creepy moments. BioShock can be creepy. I would love to go to Ireland. Alana, my fiance, for those of you who don't know, she is obsessed with Ireland. She went once as a kid, not as like a teenager, I think, and she loved it, and she wants to go back. I've never been, and I would love to go. I would love to check out Ireland. my brother-in-law, he's from Ireland, actually. And all his kids have very, very Irish names. And it took me a very, very long time to learn them all. But yeah, if I ever had the opportunity to go to Ireland, I totally would. I think the only thing that would ever, like, be an issue going to Ireland would be just the money. But if I make it as a famous streamer, that won't be a concern. Yeah, Tiernan is an Irish name. Yeah, my nieces and nephews are Cachel, Dahi, Aveen, no, not Declan. Dahi, Cachel, Nessin, and Killian. Yeah, I would love to check out Germany too. Alana and I have talked about Germany a lot. I think my first goal is to get back to PAX. That's my first goal. I want to go back to PAX. I had such a good time hanging out with everybody. And I am so depressed that I haven't been able to do it. And it's already been almost 4 years. Like, that's crazy. 3 years, I think. Which makes me like super, super, super upset. Because PAX was one of the best times I ever had as a streamer. All your friends have those names? That's hilarious. Yeah, it took me forever to memorize those names. And I don't know how to spell them. I have no idea how to spell them. I can read them when my fiance puts them in the chat, but if you ask me to spell them, I have no idea. Wouldn't that be amazing, Steffi? That would be so amazing. Yeah, Alana's been obsessed with wanting to go to Ireland again and going to Germany for the first time. Wait, did I see a red coin down there? No, I didn't. What am I at? 2, 4, 5. I would love to go to Germany. Whatever, just survive. Oh, that's okay, Tiernan. No worries. Yeah, she used to be at the streams all the time, and it makes me really sad that she can't anymore. Hopefully, I'll be able to get her to a stream sometime soon, but I can't make any promises of when that'll be. Our lives are, like, ridiculously crazy. Seven. Where's 8? Where's 8? We missed one somewhere. I gotta go back and look for it. Leapy Leaf, yes I am. I have the original version, but my capture card that used to capture these retro consoles, I don't have the drivers for it, so I can't play that anymore. Where the heck are you? Oh! Oh, I killed myself! I killed myself after all of that. No, Steffi, I don't. I'm using an AverMedia HD Gamer Live, or HD Live Gamer? HD Gamer Live, I think is what it's called. That's the one I missed right there. It's internal. When you go into the cage, go on the platform and let it fall to go under. Okay. Yeah, Steffi. I bought so I went to, because here, Micro Center, that's like the big computer store in the States, right? Like that's the big store you can go to get your computer parts and stuff. There's a store here in Canada called DRR16. Oh, that's over on Twitch, so they won't see me, but thank you for the follow anyway. We have a place called Canada Computers. It's very, very similar. And they didn't have any when I went to pick this one up that I have now. So I went to Best Buy and I paid $80 for this thing. And it was like one of those VHS converters. But the stupid thing is the website doesn't allow you to download the drivers. You have to use the disc, and my disc is gone. And when you plug it in, the computer recognizes it for sound, but doesn't recognize it for video, which is really frustrating. And now the prices have gone up. I guess because of so much streaming and stuff, the console, the capture card prices have gone up. When I bought my very first one, I paid $20. Now they're like $80 for the cheap ones. I'm really not happy about that. CompUSA. Yeah, so we have Canada Computers in the West Coast, I want to say. They have a place called NZXT. I think is what they're called. No, that's the brand. What is that place called? N something. And very similar to Canada Computers. But that's pretty much like the only place you can go unless you go to like a mom and pop shop. But they're usually run by guys who way overpriced stuff and don't really have anything good. They have like all like low end stuff for like the regular people that buy computer stuff. So like they'll have a video card, but it'll be like a video card you've never heard of that won't run anything. Or they'll have like a CPU, but none of the fancy fans or anything you can put into it. No RGB, none of that kind of stuff. So I don't like going to those. But Canada Computers, it's good, but it's Canada. So it's pretty limited. Fry's Electronics. I am Tiernan. I am from Canada. That's awesome, Logan. I actually follow a guy who I've known for a while, and he's really, really blown up. Like, really blown up on YouTube. What's he at right now? So when I started watching him... Yeah, when I started watching him, he was shiny hunting, and he had, like, 5,000 followers. And I was at like 2,500. So we were similar sizes. He was bigger than me, but we were similar sizes. He now has 16,000 followers, but he's got 280 people watching him right now hunt shinies. And that's all he does. Now, I like Pokemon, but I wouldn't want to burn out. And I think I wouldn't play enough of the shiny thing for people to ever watch me. So for me, it wouldn't be beneficial for the channel. But I think I would still have fun playing Pokemon. That guy is That Bald Gamer. He does weather reports and dancing. I do not, Tiernan. I do not. Yeah, That Bald Gamer is actually live right now, and that's what he's doing, is shiny hunting at this very moment. But yeah, Steffi, we're super limited here. Even like Mr. FOV, he paid for my VR thing, right? And I've been having some problems with it, and knowing Oculus is going like full Facebook on it, not a big fan. And so he keeps suggesting that I buy a mixed reality headset, except they don't sell them in Canada. And the only options they have at Best Buy, Canada Computers doesn't sell them at all, except for the HTC Vive, whatever, the new one. And Canada Computers sells the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive. And that's it. So the only options I have are Oculus, HTC Vive, or the Valve one. And then that's it. there's literally no mixed reality, virtual mixed Windows mixed reality available in my area. And so it's really a bummer because like Americans have way more options with some of the stuff. Like even when I went to Walmart, cable management stuff in Walmart, they don't sell that at our Walmart. We don't have any options for stuff like that, or like really cheap things. Like I've seen some RGB like weird lights that you can get. Like mine are Mercury. It's like the Walmart brand or whatever of the RGB, like that IKEA lamp. But they sell these like bars that you can put up on your like wall and stuff. And it's like, I'd love to get some. And I saw a TikTok. It's like, they're only $10. And we don't sell them in Canada. And it's super disappointing and super saddening. Ireland has nothing. We have this place called Kong Strong, and it only sells crap computers and Switch games. Yeah, I would assume Ireland would have much more limited stuff because of how small the country is overall, right? Canada's kind of the same thing. There's a lot of like really ridiculous tariffs in Canada when it comes to electronics, so we pay a lot more money, and there's just limitations. Like that arcade cabinet doesn't exist in Canada. I had to go to the States to pick it up. At the time, I was living like a 3-hour drive from the States. I drove 3 hours just to pick that thing up. Because they don't sell that one in Canada. They have more options now, but that still wasn't one of the ones that came to Canada. Hey. But I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that because, like, sometimes I'm like, man, you know, you could do good business if you guys actually put something in Canada with more options. But no, doesn't happen. Yeah, it's a arcade 1-up or 1-up arcade or whatever it's called. I don't see it on the front, but yeah, it's one of those. It's the Capcom one, the one with Final Fight and Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins. That's the only reason I got it, is for the Ghosts and Goblins. It has Final Fight, it has Strider, and some like shoot 'em up airplane game. I love it though. I love it so much. I want the Ninja Turtles one. That's the only one that I would love to get. Besides the one I have is the Ninja Turtles one. Absolutely. There was a place in the next town over from where I am now, because I moved like 5 months ago now. But there was this place the next town over that was a total nerd bar, and it was amazing. It was a restaurant. It was a really big restaurant, and the actual like eating area, they had hired an artist to come in and paint all the tables, and then they lacquered them or whatever, like they put a layer of sealant or whatever. But he did all like video game themes and movie themes for each table. So there was like a Godzilla movie table, and there was like a Mario table and a Zelda table. Like it was really, really cool. In the same restaurant, they had a corner that was set up specifically for tournaments. So they would do like Smash Bros tournaments, and they would do Mario Kart tournaments and stuff like that. In the other corner, they had a store directed only at selling video game stuff. So like retro consoles, retro games, used games. And all they had done was like they set up a bookshelf to kind of set it apart from the restaurant, and you could just walk in and buy stuff while you were eating. That's where I bought my Ninja Turtles video game for the NES. But it was the coolest thing ever. And it wasn't just like a super cool nerd place. They would have events, like they would have Dungeons and Dragons nights. They would have nights where it was like you would dress up, cosplay with certain themes, and they would come and you would play video games, and they'd have music and everything. It was awesome. And they had a mission statement where they were devoted to hiring people with special needs. So they had people with like different types of autism and Down syndrome and all this kind of stuff working at the restaurant. They had obviously people helping them, but like the chef that worked there, he had autism, and he had autism to the degree where it was hard for him to find any kind of substantial work, and they had him working there. Our waiter had autism when I went, and it was really, really cool. Or not autism, Down syndrome when I went. It was a really, really cool place, but there wasn't enough support, and they ended up shutting down, which was really, really a big bummer. And even their front doors was a TARDIS, so it felt like you were walking into the TARDIS, and it was this giant restaurant inside. It was really, really cool. But because they hired people with disabilities, there was a lot of hate that went to this place. A lot of stupid people who didn't want to get their food from these workers. And so the place didn't get enough support. And nerd communities, we're really united on the internet, but in real world, it's hard to get a community built just within your own town. So it's really, really hard to like get them to have the support that you need. And the poor restaurant went out of service, and it really, really bummed me out because it was good food and it was a really cool theme store. And like Alana and I are such nerds, we would be going to that place once a week easily. But it wouldn't have survived COVID anyway. Even if it would still run, it wouldn't have survived COVID, which is such a bummer. But yeah, a nerd bar I think would be so cool if it was set properly. You know what I mean? Like in the right place. The Pac-Man or Galaga one, that's awesome. Yeah, the Pac-Man one looks really cool. I never played Galaga, so I don't have any feelings here or there. I was originally going to get the Street Fighter arcade, and I was going to modify it and make it like a full arcade. Like an arcade with like all the different stuff. But I couldn't get my hands on it. They stopped selling it in Canada, and then I never got one. So then I traveled, and I was like, well, if I'm traveling to the States anyway, I'm getting one that I want, not one that I have to modify. But yeah, Steffi, it was disappointing. Seal, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? But I am glad that I got to go to that place once, Steffi. But yeah, like the Dave & Buster's, I don't want to say 100%, but I'm like 99% sure there are no Dave & Buster's in Canada. And if there are, it's like one or two of them. And I would really, really love more places like that. I think there might be one no, there's not a Dave & Buster's, but there's a place like Dave & Buster's in Toronto. But I would love it if there were more places like that available for adults to go and game. It is, Preston. Dave & Buster's is so cool. I went when I went to PAX a few years back. I didn't even know what it was. And when I went, I was blown away by how cool it really was. And they had the Mario Kart arcade there with 4 different booths, like 4 different arcades or whatever. And we raced, and it was like my brother, Snap Click Cat, me, and CC Gaming, and we all raced each other. And all we did was scream at each other. It was hilarious. It was amazing. Dave & Buster's, Tiernan, is a bar where you can go and drink and stuff, and there's loud music playing, but it's also an arcade. And so there are just like a bunch of games that you can go and play and get drunk, and it's for adults. So like you're literally drinking and playing arcade games with your friends. And so like I said, we were playing Mario Kart, and it was my brother, me, a Snap Click Cat, and CC Gaming. We all sat one at each machine, and we raced each other. And if I remember correctly, there was cameras that could see your face as you were racing, and we were racing each other. And I remember I was in first place. I was doing so well. And then Cat got one power up and destroyed all of us and beat us. And it was just like a wild time. And we had been drinking and we were screaming. And it was just like, it is the coolest place because it's totally for nerds, but there are no kids. So it just adds like you can let loose a little bit more, because it's different when you go to an arcade and there's like 12 kids that are lined up for a game and you're kind of waiting for your turn, and you feel uncomfortable when you're, in your 20s or 30s and you're lined up with a bunch of 12-year-olds. This arcade, you could be drinking and having a really good time. It was awesome. That's hilarious, Preston. That's amazing. Been popping out and in and out every once in a while. School keeping me busy. Usually lurking. I understand the feeling, man, but I appreciate you coming in, man. It's nice to see you. But yeah, Dave & Buster's was so fun. I wish there was places like that in Canada and not just in Toronto. Oh no! Oh no! I'm dead. Dang it. You have Rec Room at the mall? Oh, nice. Yeah, I think there's like barely any arcades around here. Like barely any. It definitely made some good memories for us. Oh no. That's like probably one of my favorite memories of PAX is going to Dave & Buster's and filming my video. That was like the 2 big things for PAX for me. The rest of it was just like wandering around with my friends and goofing off. my gosh. Okay. I'm so busy chatting, I haven't been paying attention to gameplay at all. It is. It's a gaming convention. But like, it's more about like seeing like little games that are coming out, like indie games and stuff, and like it's just like a promotional event. It's not really, at least when I went, there wasn't really anything like super exciting. There was a Monster Hunter Worlds display, and there was, I think, a Smash tournament. But the rest of it was just like wandering around and just seeing all the different games that were coming out from like little indie devs, and seeing other like content creators and cosplayers. But it was a really, really cool event. And then there was a bunch of like panels from YouTubers and stuff that I really wish I would have seen, but nobody wanted to see them with me, so I didn't get to see any that year. Cariel, hello, nice to see you. Welcome. Yeah, so it wasn't as like big as E3, obviously, because E3 has like major announcements and stuff, but E3 is also more, well, not so much anymore, but it was more about like the media and places like that coming to see it, so they would have something to talk about with their things that they were selling. PAX is more for the viewer, but there wasn't really anything to play, there wasn't really anything to test out. It was just more walking around. Like there was like a display for Minecraft, but it was just like Lego pieces, and that was it. They had the Monster Hunter World, but there was a huge lineup, and for me it was like, no, I'm not gonna line up for 4 hours. Most of the time we just kind of walked around. There was a few places for like Twitch streamers to like stream from, but you had to sign up for it, and there was a huge lineup, and you only got like 20 minutes, and for me it was more about just meeting other streamers and getting to hang out at a gaming convention with streamers. Yeet, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. But E3, I think now it would probably be cool to see. I don't know how I feel about E3, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's really gone downhill lately, but I would like to see like a cool convention with like new games and game announcements and stuff. More than anything, it's just being able to like hang out with streamers, and like I got to meet some really, really cool streamers. Like celebrity streamers or whatever. I got to meet Angry Joe, which to me, I don't know how people feel about Angry Joe anymore, but he was the chillest dude ever. Like I genuinely believe that if Angry Joe and I knew each other in our private lives, we would be friends. Like he's just like this really cool guy, like just super, super chill. Maybe one day, Tiernan, and that's what it is for me. Like I would love to meet other YouTubers. I would love to meet, like I would love to go to like TwitchCon or like a YouTube convention where I would actually get to meet other content creators and viewers, because to me it would be so cool to meet viewers. Like when I went to PAX, I think I had like 1,500 followers. I was about to reach 2,000, somewhere in there. So I was a nobody, and I didn't meet anybody that knew me. I only met other streamers who knew me. But it was still really, 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 really cool. But a couple of my friends got recognized, which was amazing. You know, like Snap Click Cat got recognized, which was so cool. And CC Gaming got recognized, and that was really cool. And so it was like that to me was a huge deal to see my friends getting recognized. And now it's like, if I went to like a TikTok convention, I've got 30,000 followers. There's a chance somebody might actually recognize me, which would be really, really cool. And I would love to meet viewers from my streams, right? Like to go there and have you come and like hang out with us. And, you know, when I was there, Stat and One Shot Girl were there and they had like a meetup and they literally like said, we were going to be at this place at this time. And a bunch of their viewers showed up and it was just a bunch of people. There was like 50 people all hanging out and they ordered pizza and they went back to the area that they had like rented out to be able to have the pizza with their viewers. And it was a really cool feeling to be a part of that, even though I was there as just a fan. But like, I would love to be a part of that where like I go and a bunch of us get together and people who watch all of us, like the people that watch Chadley and me and my brother and Steffi and Ryan, and we're all hanging out and we're all friends and our mutual viewers come and hang out. And, you know, even if it's just a group of like 10 people, it would be so cool to meet the person I'm talking to, you know? Next one I go to, I will be recognized by you, and that will mean the world to me, Steffi. Welcome back, Avery. But yeah, I mean, so for me, it's weird because like I see TikTok as a place that I goof off in. I showed this before on Twitch. I see TikTok as a place where I goof off. I see TikTok as a place where I like, you know, I make some videos, but I'm nobody. And in the big picture, yeah, I'm still tiny. Like 30,000 followers is nothing in the TikTok scheme where you have people with over 100,000 followers often, and you have multiple people with over 1 million followers, and it's no big deal. Clearly, I am not that big, but for our community, 30,000 followers is pretty respectable. And I was reading online because I'm trying to connect with other product companies to see if I can like review some of their content, like their products. And especially now that I'm making more of a name of myself for like streaming education, I would love to like be able to review cameras or review like headphones or microphones. I'm in the process of working out with one company right now, which I'm really excited about. But I ran into this statement. It's so hard to see because it won't focus. Wait, hold on. Maybe if I turn this off, it'll focus a bit easier. Turn that off. Maybe now. There we go. According to the Advertising Standards Authority, the ASA, anyone with over 30,000 followers... turn on light. Why'd you dim so much? Don't dim so much. Oh, man, now it's too bright. Anybody with over 30,000 followers is deemed an online celebrity, which means they must adhere to the rules and blah, 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 blah. But, like, I don't see it. I don't feel it. To me, it's kind of like, whatever. You know, I'm having fun. But I have people that'll actually, like, think, like, I comment on people's comments, right? Like, I get, like, 100 comments on one of my videos. And that's not a lot of comments. You know, there are videos with thousands of comments. I've got, like, 100. So I'll respond. And the amount of people that actually respond back with, oh my God, he responded to me. Why is that a big deal? I'm just responding to your comment, right? I know, where's that verified check mark? I'm a celebrity now. But I don't know what I would do if I genuinely got recognized. I don't know what I would do if I went to PAX and somebody actually came up to me and like said they knew who I was. I don't know what I would do with that information. Sign my shirt, sign my shirt. I actually did that when I went to PAX. Oh, I don't have it in this room. Dang it. I have a Yoshi, and I got Yoshi signed by a bunch of people. So when I go to PAX again, I'm getting everybody that's there, all my streaming friends, to sign it, because you never know who's going to become famous. And I'll be like, look what I've got. Look what I've got. One Shot Girl signed it, and so did Stat. They signed my Yoshi. But, you know, it's like, it's awesome. Depends. Are they normal or do they look sketch? I mean, for me, a lot of my followers on TikTok are young. A lot of them are really young. I've got a few older ones now. I'm starting to get more older ones now that I've kind of gained some attention. Older streamers are starting to see me, and now they're starting to follow me because they see the streaming content I'm putting up. But a lot of my viewers are younger, so I'm probably going to get a bunch of like 12-year-old kids that are going to come up and talk to me if I ever get recognized. Which then it's like, oh, that's cool. I'm not too worried about that. That's cool. But yeah, if they're sketchy, it's kind of like I've had viewers that have said some pretty sketchy things that I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. You know what I mean? I had one guy say that he knows what city I'm from, and that he knows like my, like he's seen me around in real life, and he named my home city, which was really weird. He never came back, but that was really weird. Or he didn't name my city, but he named a few things that made it really obvious he knew what city I was in, which was really kind of unsettling. And then I've had other viewers that like, they just do things that make me uncomfortable, you know? Like they've just done things that kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to meet you. You're really nice, but I don't know if I want to meet you, you know? Stone Pickaxe, how's it going? Long time no see. How are you? If I can get a plane over to convention and you're going, can we get a picture? Maybe. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's the thing. Like, TikTok says that, but that's not who I am. I mean, we've got what, 11, 12 people hanging out. Clearly, I'm not a celebrity. So for me, like, if a viewer actually came and hung out, they would be welcome to hang out with us wherever we go for that night, right? Because we're not going to be doing like a panel. I'm not going to be doing anything super famous. It's literally going to be like 10 of us wandering around the convention all night. And if you come and hang out with us, you're just going to be one of the crew, right? It wouldn't be like a fan coming to meet me. Hey, 30 like hype. How you doing, Tiff? I was going to say Steph and Tiff at the same time. How you doing, Tiff? How are you? Oh, no, it's okay. No, Steffi, I think about you all the time. All the time. Guys, we're going to do our dance party. We haven't done one of these in a while. I just want to make sure I'm on the right page. But thank you for the 30 likes. That is super awesome. Let's dance away. I don't know what song this is, but this is what we're doing.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
I'm shaking my booty in my chair.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
Yeah, dance party. You just woke up from a nap. Nice. How was your nap? I know I'm going to get kidnapped. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, no, like if viewers at this point came to hang out, they'd be welcome to hang out the whole time. Like there's not, if we're at a convention, we're there to hang out. It's like there was people that we met at the convention when I went that we just met at the convention, and like we just started chatting and hung out, and it wasn't a big deal. Obviously if I got to like a bigger position, it would be a bit of a different idea. Like I would still be hanging out, but I would now be out there as a public figure. So there would be a certain expectation, right? So I know people would be following me around and going to where I am or whatever. I just wouldn't be able to promise to hang out with them directly the whole time. But that's down the road, maybe, hopefully, knock on fake IKEA wood. But you know, if TikTok continues the way that it is, like if I actually get to like 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, then yeah, if I go to an event where TikTokers are, I might get recognized, maybe. But as of right now, as a streamer, nobody's going to recognize me. It's going to literally be the viewers who come to the stream who happen to go to this convention, and my fellow stream friends who happen to go to the same convention as me. And that's if, you know, the world doesn't fall apart in the next year, because man, we get caught off guard every month. There's something new. So I'm hoping next year, maybe not next year, but the year after, we can go to a convention safely, and all of this will just be a bad nightmare, you know? Brian, how's it going? Should I feel bad that this is the first time I've been to? No, not at all. Not at all, Brian. I am happy when people are coming to the stream for the first time. That went to a convention and met someone they thought was cool, and were like, come stay a few weeks sometime. 2 weeks later, the guy was at our door and moved in. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy, Steffi. That is crazy. I don't have the courage for that. Well, Brian, welcome. I appreciate you coming to hang out. We are playing Mario 64. This is the third time I'm trying this level because I've messed it up every single time. But we are, how many do I have? 2, 4, 5. But we are working on getting the red coins right now for this level, as I almost die again. I'm dead. I did die again. Is your 5th time, Logan? 4th time's a charm. It is. It is. But yes, Brian, I am a Twitch streamer first and foremost. I am most known for my TikToks, which is so weird. I've been streaming for years and I'm more known for my TikToks now, which is like really weird. But I guess I'm a TikToker now. Like, what do I say, guys? Like, am I a TikToker now who happens to stream? Because the whole point of TikTok was for my stream, but I'm more popular on my TikTok now. But I'm a TikToker. I'm a Twitch streamer. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Thursdays here on YouTube. Everything else on Twitch. And I put up videos once a week here on YouTube. I'm also kind of like a stream educator, giving people advice and tips and stuff on streaming. And that is me. I play a variety of stuff. We play Zelda on Mondays, Dark Souls on Tuesdays. Thursdays right now we're doing Mario 64 and eventually Sunshine. And Fridays I do scary stuff. All right, Steffi, be safe out there. Have yourself a great night. Thank you for hanging out, guys. Make sure you check out Steffi over on YouTube, on Twitch. Same name, Steffi the Unicorn, over on Twitch. She is awesome. She is a huge sweetheart and an awesome streamer. She's got a really great community. You guys should check her out. Chadley is also awesome. He streams both on Twitch and here. Old Man Chadley over on Twitch, and you can see him here in the chat as Chadley. And he streams a variety of stuff. Ranges like pretty much everything, and he's got a beautiful epic beard. So I'm a stream talker. Thanks, man. I appreciate you being so nice. I'd love to meet you sometime, get a drink. Yeah, it would be awesome, man. I would be totally down for that. We would totally have a good time because like we just hang out. Like when I was at PAX, that's all we did, was just hang out and joke around the whole time. It was great. You're a streamer who happens to be addicted to TikTok. I definitely am addicted to TikTok. Oh! But it's just like, it's weird for me to be recognized as a TikToker now. Like nobody comes to my content and they're like, oh, you're the Twitch streamer. Instead, they come to my content, you're the TikToker. Yep, I am. Like I had one person, at least this is the impression I got from them, that they came to the channel by accident. Like they just found me and they genuinely said, hey, are you that guy from TikTok? Whereas normally it's like, hey, I came here because I saw your TikTok. This guy was like, hey, are you the guy from TikTok? Which was really weird for me because it's like they didn't come here because they saw my TikTok. They saw my stream, but they know me from TikTok. I can finally see what this Dave and Buster's is. It's a really cool place. Like I said, I've only been there the 2 times when I was at PAX, but I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. Wait, if you're going to stream on Twitch and you stream under a different name on Twitch and you say you're going to stream and you say that in chat, it is not self-promoting. Like, are you asking if I'm self-promoting myself? I'm allowed to promote myself all I want on my channel. No, it's the same name. I've got the same name everywhere. Retro for the first time here, Retro for the first time on TikTok, Retro for the first time on Twitch. I am a TikToker. I am. I'm not a Twitch streamer anymore. Even today, we did a TikTok stream before I started, and like the chat was going crazy. Like the chat was absolutely insane the whole time, and I felt kind of bad cutting it early because we were starting the stream. But I am gonna start dedicating like one day to stream for like an hour on TikTok and just like answer people's questions, and because a lot of people are asking me about like streaming advice, right? So it's like I want to dedicate some time to TikTok and just do that and spend the time just streaming on TikTok. One where I don't have to come here and stream. How many views do I average on Twitch? I don't really have an answer to that because it's really changed over the last month. We're probably sitting at about 20 viewers on average right now. There are times where it's at like 25 to 30. Sometimes it gets too close to 40. And then sometimes it's as low as 10. So it kind of jumps up and down. There hasn't really been a settled group yet because a lot of them are watching me for the first time because of TikTok. Yeah, if you're on someone else's channel, then yeah, it's definitely self-promotion. It was like, I was telling the one person earlier, they said they were leaving to go stream. And even though they didn't mean it as self-promotion, that's self-promotion, and that's not really acceptable. Now again, because of the channel that I am slowly creating, I am like an educator now. If somebody asks me about streaming, they're not self-promoting. As long as they're not like, hey, I'm a live streamer. Also, what microphone do you use? Like, that doesn't count. They're clearly just trying to self-promote. But like, I have people that are like, what would you recommend for this? Well, now everybody knows they're a streamer because they're asking, but they didn't actually self-promote. So it's like the rules are a little bit easier on my channel because of the type of channel I'm running now. Because I'm no longer just primarily a gamer. Whereas at the beginning I was, like, all I did was create, like, gameplay footage. Ah, I'm gonna die! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I survived that. I am, Manny. I am having fun. I always have fun when I'm streaming. 99% of the time. Sometimes not so much. Like when I die a lot in a video game. That's not fun. Like when I pizza instead of french fry. That's not fun. Have I ever been bullied for liking Nintendo or Mario? Some people do. Like, some people make fun of me. Mostly it's like annoying 10-year-olds who come to the stream and all they want to watch is Fortnite. Mostly it's the people that are literally the annoying viewer from TikTok. You know, the ones that come in, do you play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite. You should play Fortnite. It's stupid if you're playing Mario. You should play Fortnite. You'll get more viewers. Whatever, man. In real life, though, not really. I'm also older, so a lot of my friends grew up with Mario, so they don't game the same way young viewers game nowadays. Young as in, like, you know, in their mid-20s, early 20s, and younger. Because they grew up in a different world than I did. Like, I grew up and this was like the big game. There was no Fortnite, there was no Call of Duty. It is. It's totally a fridge. Did you see, Preston, that Xbox actually released a full-sized fridge shaped completely like the Xbox? Like, it totally looks like, it's totally a fridge and it looks like an Xbox. Yeah, just play what you want. Enjoy what you want, right? Like, it's, video games are for you. They're not for anybody else. Who cares if people make fun of you for what you like, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I would not mind having an Xbox fridge, you know? Okay, we're done this level. I even wanted a mini fridge for this room, but I don't have enough wall jacks, so, and I don't want to blow a fuse or something because of it, but it'd be totally cool to have, like, a cool mini fridge, like, right here, so I could get my cold drinks. I'm gonna go look at it. No, Brian, you haven't done anything at all. The annoying viewer stuff that I've done have almost exclusively all come from people that come into the chat once and then they never come back. And they're like over the top. Like, the stuff that I've done on video, they're all real, but they didn't go the way that the video shows. Like the one that I just did right now about the speedrun Mario 64. I used to speedrun Mario 64 on a legitimate N64 and never did it for like competitive reasons. I did it just for fun, just to see how much I could push myself. And you know, my player best was 21 minutes, I think is what my player best was. 21 minutes and like 50 seconds or something. Nowhere near world record speeds. But there was a guy who came on and he's like, how fast are you? And I'm like, oh, you know, my record is 21 minutes. But on average, I get like 25 minutes. I'm not great at it. I just do it for fun. He's like, whatever, man. I beat it. Now I think he said he beat it in like 12 minutes. And I was like, oh, pretty sure the world record's in like 15 minutes. And he's like, yeah, no, I was faster than the world record. I was like, that's cool. I'm like, can I see what you did to make it so fast? And he had every excuse under the book. Like, oh, well, I had it up on YouTube, but then it got deleted. And I can't re-record it because my hardware died and I can't record. And I can't record it on my phone because my phone, the camera doesn't work. And the footage that I had has been corrupted, so I can't even show you what it looked like. And I'll post it eventually. And then like they just kept going on, and the whole time making fun of me for not going as fast as they did. Except they had excuses as to why they couldn't prove they were as fast. So it was a lot ruder. It was a lot meaner. It was a lot less funny. But I make it funny because they were being stupid. But no, just because you're 11 doesn't mean you're an annoying viewer. I have a lot of young viewers, and they're not all annoying. 99.9% of my viewers are super cool. And they might like overstep the line, or they might do something that's not like they break the rules or whatever. Like they might spam a little bit. But most of them don't do it on purpose. They're not trying to be annoying. They just like skip some of the rules a little bit. So don't worry. I don't think you're an annoying viewer just because you're 11. I don't care what age you are, as long as you're respectful and follow the rules. You're more than welcome to be here, you know? Call of Duty, FIFA, and stupid Fortnite. And I'm like the only person who plays Mario. And they call me like 9. Yeah, well, there's this girl that I watch who is really sweet. She's got like 50,000 followers on TikTok, and she's a streamer, and I think she's got like 15,000 followers on TikTok, on Twitch, and she streams a variety of stuff, and she doesn't really play, what is it, Fortnite I think is what she doesn't play, but she plays like a variety of games, and a lot of guys say that she's not a real gamer because she doesn't play Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever one of those big games are. And it's like, guys, first, there's no gatekeeping in gaming. Anybody who plays video games can be a gamer. There's a difference between like a casual person, like somebody who's got like Bejeweled on their phone, who just does it when they're wasting time waiting in like a waiting room or waiting at a parking lot or whatever. Though I wouldn't consider them gamers because they didn't actually go out and want to play video games. They're just wasting time. Just like somebody who casually watches, like if they go to a bar and the football game's on, they'll watch football, but they don't go home and cheer for anybody. They're not really fans. I don't consider those gamers, but if somebody goes and they dedicate themselves to Pokemon, but they don't play anything else, they're still a gamer. I don't like first-person shooters specifically for that reason, because their crew is so damn toxic and they gatekeep everybody. I don't want to be a part of that, but I am still a gamer. I own every single console, current gen, multiple copies of multiple consoles. I own a lot of retro games. I own a lot of like paraphernalia and stuff for video games. I have 2 full gaming computers at my house. I have 2 Switches. I've got 3 Switches. I've got 3 Xboxes. I'm a gamer, but I don't play Fortnite. I don't play Call of Duty. I don't really do shooters. I don't play sports games. And I would even consider somebody like me more of a gamer than a sports gamer, because sports gamers aren't really the same as other gamers. So I hate that about communities, that they try to gatekeep. Enjoy what you enjoy, man. Who cares what other people think? If you like Mario and that's the only thing you like, then enjoy Mario. There's nothing wrong with enjoying Mario. If you like Dark Souls games and that's all you like, then enjoy that. Who cares about gatekeepers? It doesn't matter what people say to you, because they're just ignorant, and they're the ones that make gaming communities toxic, and they're the toxic gamers. I hate gamers like that. I hate them. Hey, Illusion, how's it going? Welcome. Sorry, we're just having a little bit of a rant and rave that somebody's getting picked on because they don't like the popular games everybody else likes. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. I was asked what I did for Xbox, PlayStation. I would always respond with Nintendo. I didn't really game because I prefer Nintendo. Yeah, exactly. Like I like Nintendo, and a lot of my fanship is Nintendo based because I grew up with Nintendo, and because I can play Nintendo mindlessly and not have to like really concentrate. Whereas like I'm a much bigger Final Fantasy fan than I am a Mario fan, and I'm a much bigger Dark Souls fan than I am of either of them. But I nostalgia for Mario and Nintendo and stuff, it means a lot to me. Retro games mean a lot to me. So BS if you think that because you like Nintendo more, you're not a gamer. No, you're totally a gamer if you like Nintendo. You're totally a gamer if you like Switch. Now, you may not be a competitive level player or like stand a chance to be a full, you know, esports gamer, unless you're gonna do Smash. But not everybody wants to be an esports gamer. I don't want to do esports. I never want to do esports. I want to entertain people. That's my thing. I can do them, not very well, Illusion, but not in this game. Not in this version. This is the Switch version, and they use the Japanese version, the second Japanese version, which doesn't have it. I hate Madden. I hate all sports games. Just because of how much of a ripoff they are, and how much money they make, and because, no offense to sports gamers out there, but because how gullible sports gamers are, because look at what's happened with FIFA. It's literally the exact same game over and over again, and all they do is just change the roster. And on Switch specifically, they've literally taken the last year's game and just changed the roster, and that was it, and they charge full price. And then they add all the stupid, you know, gambling mechanics and everything, and now game companies think they can add that to all games. And that really annoys me, because sports gamers accepted it, so now game companies are trying to like shove it down everybody's throat. So I'm not a fan of sports games in any way. Yeah, I don't understand the gatekeeping either. People are so negative when it comes to like gaming and stuff, and it's like, no, just game. The only female gamers in particular that I have no respect for are the female gamers that are literally using games as an excuse to run a softcore P site. Because like those girls that are like, I'm gonna play Fortnite, and they pay other people to do the gameplay, and they just pretend to play, and it's just pre-recorded gameplay, and then they like have a chalkboard behind them, and they wear booty shorts because they're more comfortable, but the chalkboard's on the floor, and I'm gonna write every follower's name on this chalkboard, but I'm not gonna bend my knees when doing it. Instead, I'm just gonna... No, those gamer girls I find disgusting. I am not a fan of those gamer girls because they give gamer girls a bad name. But Alana is 100% a gamer girl. 100%. And like she's put in like, I think it was like 800 hours into Dragon Age Inquisition. She's put in hundreds of hours into Skyrim. She's put in hundreds and hundreds of hours into Witcher. She's a full gamer girl. But they wouldn't consider her a gamer girl because she doesn't like Call of Duty. She doesn't like Fortnite. And they would call her a poser because if you watch her play, she's not the most skilled player. Like when something bad happens, she panics and she dies. But she's put way more hours into Skyrim than I ever will. She's put way more hours into Witcher, which I love Witcher, than I ever will. And she's fully a gamer, but these gatekeepers would totally say she's not a gamer. If you're not playing on Windows 95, you're not a real gamer. Yeah, Preston. And there's nothing wrong with esports games. Like, if you're into it, you're into it. It's just the community around them can be so toxic, and I'm not a fan of that. Like, when I did play Fortnite, the amount of guys that would come in here and literally just make fun of me for not being good at the game, it's like, one, you are literally making people hate your community. Two, I am not going to spend my whole life getting good at this game because I'm not delusional. I'm not going to become an esports player, and I have a life. And I'm not saying gamers don't have lives. I'm just saying I can't dedicate 12 hours a day to get better at this game, practicing my sharpshooter skills, because I work 40 hours a week and I commute every single day, and I have a child and a future wife, and I have stuff to do around in my life, so I can't do that. So I'm never going to get good enough to be an esports gamer, so I'm not interested in playing them, right? But if you're into it, you're into it. You can love it. It's cool, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just there are so many toxic people in that community that kind of turns me off from that community. It's like Mario Maker. Love Mario Maker, but there are so many troll levels that's all people make. And to me, it's like, that's not fun. You're not being creative. You're not being fairly challenging. So to me, it's like I burnt out on Mario Maker for that reason in particular, which is a real bummer. Oh yeah, Preston, it happens. And for me, it's like, yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. Or like, it wasn't fun when I was playing and there were those tryhards that would spend hours and hours and hours getting better at the game, and I would start the level and within 2 minutes I was dead. I said, that's not fun. Like, it's not fun to get killed immediately. Like, I didn't even have a weapon yet and I'm dead. but they know all the ins and outs of the game, so they're able to get the best weapons and do everything that they can, and I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to get a couple of kills, maybe get a couple of matches that I can win, and just casually have fun. But in those games, there are no casual players that you can have fun with. It's literally top tier players taking down all the little guys, and then the top tier guys taking each other out. If you don't play Fish, you're not a real gamer. If you don't play Cut the Rope. Yeah. You know, you can have your preferences, and I think all games are acceptable, and you can enjoy all games. Again, I'm not a fan of sports games, but it's because of what a ripoff they are to their gamers, and how that acceptance has now leaked into the rest of the community. It's really frustrating when, you know, they're trying to sell you everything instead of just giving you a game, or like a roster change. If they're not going to recode the game and just resell the game, just make it a DLC and let the players just keep playing the same game with a DLC with an updated roster or whatever. But like, if you like Fortnite, then enjoy Fortnite. If you like Roblox, enjoy Roblox. If you like Call of Duty, then enjoy Call of Duty. If you like Dark Souls or Mario, then enjoy it. Who cares? If you're enjoying video games, then you are a gamer. Whether you enjoy them on stream or competitively, or you're enjoying them in your bedroom 1 hour a week because that's the only chance you get to play, you're a gamer. There's no gatekeeping in this community, and it's wrong when people try to do that. If you don't play, hey man, I used to play Math Blaster. That game was crazy. And I'm a boomer. Am I a boomer? I actually never got into Banjo-Kazooie. I tried the Donkey Kong game, which is very similar, and I couldn't figure it out. But I own Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. I've just never given it a chance to actually play it. You like Dig Dug? Rocket League? Yeah, see, and like, I don't enjoy Rocket League. But if you enjoy it. Have fun with it, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Your mic quality is so good. Thank you. Has to do a lot with just the settings I put in it and where it sits. You can get a pretty cheap microphone. Like, this was a $60 microphone. Not a super expensive microphone, but if you put the right settings in, you can make almost any microphone sound good. I actually have a video of that here on YouTube if you're interested. Sometimes, not often, only because I have a hard time with the controls, because my thumbs aren't very accurate, and so when I'm playing, I just don't do anything. Like, I'm panicking trying to hit buttons and I just don't hit anything, and then I die. But yeah, the blue snowball can sound great. I used one for over a year. It sounds awesome. The only reason I got this is because at the time I was still performing with my band, and I was planning to record some more music with my band, and I needed something a little bit better. But for streams, this is more than enough. I think the only downside is it's so heavy, and you need like a special bracket, and like if you want to have like a shock mount, and it could just get kind of big. And you can't fully control it. Like, my main thing is I wanted to hear myself in my headphones, and I can't do that with this easily. And so that's the only reason, those were the reasons I upgraded. But like, this can sound just as good as this. It just depends on where you place it and what settings you put in. Honestly, there's almost no difference in sound quality for a streamer. An audiophile, a music creator, they'll tell you there's a difference, and there is. But for a streamer, you won't notice a difference between this, or using a Go XLR, or having, you know, a $5,000 microphone setup. You won't notice the difference. 100% guarantee you won't notice the difference. I never played the Family Guy game. I didn't even know there was a Family Guy game. I liked the N64 South Park game. That was a good one for me. You're a Roblox kid? Yeah, see, I've never played Roblox, but it's super popular for a reason. People really like it. Yeah, there are some really good mid-range headset microphones. There's also, I don't know what the company's called because I've never looked into buying them, but there's that one company that literally makes microphones that could like magnetically stick to any headset. I don't remember what they're called, but their microphones are like top tier. They sound awesome, and they're not super expensive, and you literally like you glue a little magnet to your headphones, and then that headset can just like, or that microphone could just connect to any microphone, and they work awesome. Like, if you have the right settings and you put the microphone in the right place, a lot of microphones will sound great. The problem with headset microphones that a lot of streamers have is they don't set it up properly. So they end up, I'll give you an example, because even this sounds really clear. It sounds really nice because my settings are good. But if I do this, okay, I should be pretty quiet now, hopefully. Oh, wrong knob. I'll turn this up. Now my volume is low, so it won't pop your ears, but listen to the quality of this. This is what a lot of streamers sound like. Like, hey guys, welcome to my stream. I hope you guys are doing okay, and blah, 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 blah. And it sounds terrible. Whereas, like, I have my microphone set in a way where it's, you know, it's set properly, so it doesn't sound like that. And headset microphones, because you can't, like, granularly control them, granularly control them, like, meaning you can't control every little detail of them, they don't sound as nice. But you can still set them up to sound pretty decent, pull them away from your mouth, try not to yell so much, set up like some compressors and stuff, and it'll help a lot. Your ears have been destroyed. No, not gradually, granularly, like granular control. Very, very minimal control. Instead of like it's either on or off, you have like all the little levels in between type of thing. Yeah, granular. So it's like, that's why people think, well, I need the most expensive microphone, because they don't know how to use a cheap microphone to make it sound good. There are some people that I know that are out there that use headset mics and they sound great. You know, they're not going to sound at this level, but they're good enough that you can stream with them for a while and you won't really be suffering for it. The most important thing is getting yourself out there, right? Being able to chat to your chat. There are streamers out there that have made a pretty good name for themselves literally just typing, and they don't talk at all. But it's easier if you can talk to your viewers. You don't need a webcam, and even with a webcam, you don't need a top of the line webcam. Like, I've got a really fancy camera, but I'm also a photographer, and I really like lighting, and I really like, you know, photography and videography and stuff. But I used a C920 for a really long time, and I showed you guys a video earlier, and it looked pretty good, and that was my C920, and I used that for years. And you can set it up to look good. It's just I wanted to do a little bit fancier lighting, so the C920 is kind of limited with that. But you don't need a super fancy camera. If you light yourself properly, I would rather spend $300 on lights than $300 on a camera any day, because you'll get better quality out of the lights with a cheap camera than you would with a good camera and no lights. So forgive me, we forgive you, Tiff. But yeah, like you don't need a super fancy microphone, but my microphone sounds good. But even as far as condenser mics go, it's a really cheap microphone. It's not a super expensive one. Like, I paid $60 for it. My Blue Snowball cost me a little bit more than this thing did. Yeah. And you have a lot of streamers that will also gatekeep, and it really bothers me. There's one guy in particular on TikTok that really bothers me, and I hate seeing his videos because he's a gatekeeper, and he's on TikTok to promote his website. He's not on TikTok to promote being a streamer or how to be a streamer. He's answering streaming questions, but he's on there to promote his website, and that is all he is doing. And I am still of the belief that he is going to ruin a lot of people's affiliates on Twitch, because he's trying to get people to stream on multiple platforms, but according to him, they have the API, which means they're not breaking the rules, and you can stream there and you will stream to all the platforms and it's not breaking the rules. I find that really hard to believe that Twitch would be okay with that, but either way, but he gatekeeps. And somebody asked him, what do I need to get started on streaming? And he's like, well, you need a webcam. And then he shows a DSLR with a fancy lens. And then he's like, and you need a capture card for the camera. And then he shows a cam link. And you need yourself a capture card and a microphone. And then he shows a really expensive microphone setup. And I go, oh my gosh. Woo, was that Mr. FOV? Thank you, Mr. FOV. Oh my gosh. Oh, Retro for the first time has triggered jump scare by running out of audience talking time. Woo! Thank you, Mr. FOV. That was a jump scare illusion. If somebody donates $6.66, it triggers that sound effect in my ears, which then scares me. Hashtag Mr. FOV or Papa FOV. You always feel bad for doing it, but it's so worth it. You guys get a good yell out of it, and it's funny. That got me. But yeah, no, yeah, this guy tells people that, and he's like talking about all this fancy equipment, and it's like, no, you can literally go without a webcam. You can use a microphone that's built into your headphones, and you don't necessarily need a capture card. If you want to be a console gamer, you're going to need a capture card, but you don't necessarily need a capture card or a fancy capture card or a fancy microphone. You don't need any of that stuff. The most important thing is getting yourself out there. And this dude was like totally gatekeeping, and it's really, really frustrating to watch, because some streamers will tell you, you need a cam link and this great DSLR. It's like, no, man, use the built-in webcam on your laptop. If that's all you've got, that's all you've got. Use it. Getting out there is better than waiting until you can afford all this expensive stuff, especially when you're going to get all this expensive stuff and nobody is going to watch you, because when you start, nobody is going to watch you. And it's nothing about you. It's nothing about what you're doing being wrong. It's just that is the way this nature works, or the nature of this beast. You're going to have nobody watching you. You have to build a community, and they don't care what kind of content you have. They care about what kind of content you have as a person. They don't care about the fancy webcam. I changed from a C920 to this camera, and I've gotten a few comments about, wow, your camera looks great. But most of my long-term viewers, none of them noticed, because they don't care how fancy my camera is. They only care about me being here and performing for them, and that's it. Sometimes I do, Tiernan. Sometimes I do. Oh, we're just talking about gatekeepers in different communities, and like some Twitch streamers gatekeep, giving people like really bad advice because they're just more worried about their own channel. They don't want to actually educate you. They just want you to think that they're cool. And so they gatekeep, and it's really frustrating. It's really annoying. I noticed right away. My favorite streamer, I don't really have a favorite streamer, because I have a lot of streamers that I really enjoy, and they're all for different reasons. Some of the streamers I watch, I enjoy because I like their personality. Some streamers I enjoy because of the content they put out. Like, I am a huge fan of Harris Heller, and he was my inspiration for being like a stream teacher. Is he teaches you about streaming. His quality is like through the roof. His stream quality is amazing. I love his content. I don't go to his streams to watch him play games. I go to literally, I mute him. I don't watch his stream. I literally go to his stream and I'm like, okay, what's he doing with his lighting? What kind of new content has it created? What has he done for his stream that looks good that I want to emulate? But then there's like Ryukar. I love Ryukar's content. He is a streamer, but I only watch his offline stuff because I like his Mario Maker content. I don't really like his live streams, only because his chat is too crazy for him to ever notice you, and he talks, but a lot of it is just him going, thank you so much, hey, thank you for the donation, and that's it. But then there's like Chadley, who I watch because he's just like this chill guy, very similar as far as like the energy in the crowd as my group. So it's like, I like Chadley's channel for that. You know, every streamer has their own like little thing, so I don't really have one favorite streamer. I have different streamers that I look up to for different reasons, if that makes sense, you know? Progress check. In the past 3 hours, you've gotten 3 stars. I'm so professional, guys. I'm awesome. I'm such a pro streamer. I really am. That's the hidden one, isn't it? Exactly, Illusion. And a lot of people are like that. A lot of people would prefer Snowman's Big Head. A lot of people would prefer a fun streamer with low quality versus a streamer with high-end quality who's boring or who doesn't talk to their chat. I've watched a bit of Nathaniel Bundy, not like an insane amount, so I can't say I know too much about him, but I know his quality is really good, and I know he's a very, very respected streamer and a content creator. Hey, Flying Goomba, long time no see. I am good, how are you? Get up. It is the biggest progress. I don't mind them. I didn't grow up with Sega, so I'm not a huge Sega fan, just because I don't really have a connection with it. I played Sonic 2 on the Game Gear, and I... Oh no, 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 don't blow me away! Whoa, what the heck? And then I had the Dreamcast where I played the Sonic game on there, and that was it. I didn't really play a lot of Sonic games. You guys are probably super proud of me. Like, you can't believe how much progress I made in such a short amount of time. How do people like Dark Souls? I play a lot of Dark Souls, and because you hate it so much, you may think I'm a madman, but I'm actually doing a 1-stat challenge right now on it, which means I only level up 1 stat in the game, ever, and that means I'm super weak everywhere else. So I've actually intentionally tried to make the game harder. And the reason that game has become popular is because even though it's really, really hard, when you succeed, it's incredibly rewarding. It's not like other games like Fortnite. If you're playing and you win, yes, it's rewarding. But a lot of it is on the luck who you're facing. If you're going to play and Ninja's there, good luck winning. But if you're playing and a bunch of guys like me are on there, yeah, you're going to win. You didn't necessarily earn the win. It just kind of was given to you. If you play Mario and you're playing, you know, a speed run on Mario 64, you may lose because of a glitch in the game, but there's no real, like, punishment for losing. Whereas Dark Souls, you genuinely get better. Or like if you're playing Final Fantasy, you level up a whole bunch, so you just get strong and then you beat the game because you got strong. In Dark Souls, you could be incredibly leveled up, but if you don't know how to play or you don't get better at the boss fight, then you aren't going to beat the boss. Doesn't matter how powerful you are. So a lot of it is just based on your own skill. So the reward at the end of losing a million times is so satisfying, and that's what makes the game fun. My brother and I spent a whole stream trying to beat one boss, and when we finally beat it, it was the best feeling in the world to know we finally did it. Even though we spent 3 hours literally fighting the same boss the whole time. Yeah, Preston. That's technically how you're supposed to do it.
Here we go!
You give me a run for my money? Yeah, Tiff, you're like a pro at that game. I wouldn't even have a chance. I'd probably be dead after like a quarter of the first level. You beat Cuphead? See, that game's frustrating to me. Ooh, Tacky's nice. Really, Preston? Like, you had no idea? Chill with the bully. Okay. How did you beat it? Like, what did you do to get past that area? You would just walk beside him? That idea didn't even occur to me. A game called House. I don't know that game, Gizmo. See, I think I beat like 5 bosses, if we're talking about Cuphead, and then I just never played the game again. Trying to predict where he's going. Yeah, I can... Yeah, I can see that being really, really, really frustrating. I don't know if this is the big freeze, but this is where I'm going next.
Here we go!
Still need to finish Mario 64 on the Wii U. That's what we're working on. We haven't done much. We've gained 5 stars? 5 stars since I started streaming. Oh, that's annoying, Illusion. That's so annoying. I do like steak. I love steak. It's a music rhythm. No, I've never played it then, Gizmo. And somehow was matched with Claire. She finished 3rd and I was 2nd. Oh, that sounds like it would have been a good competition, Tiff. Claps erratically. Oh my gosh. Oh, Tiernan, that Preston, other Preston. Thank you. That's super nice of you. I'm not streaming much longer though. I have to work super early tomorrow, so I'm not going to be streaming much longer, which kind of sucks. But I have a really long day tomorrow, and I still have to call all my clients for tomorrow's visit, so I can't even stay too much later than normal. Whirl from the freezing pond. That's the freezing pond. But... yeah, I'm glad you've been able to hang out. You know, it's super cool. Okay. I don't know what whirl from the freezing pond means, but... huge bug for myself. Or is this the freezing pond? Over there, is that where I'm going? I'm gonna die! What? He doesn't boing into the air. Oh, that's not good. I made it. Well, Tiernan, that's super nice of you. I like how you're paying attention to the chat more than the game. Goes to show you. Yeah, I try my best. There are times where I do concentrate more on the game. Like when I'm playing Dark Souls, I really concentrate on the game. Or like if it's a scary game, I'll like stop talking and I'll pay attention to the game because I want to get scared. But I try my best to keep up with chat. Sometimes, like Mario Kart, I'm really bad at keeping up with chat in Mario Kart. But like Mario 64, it's pretty chill. There's not really a lot of concentration needed. So I just kind of pay attention more to the chat than the game. Yeah, Preston, Tiernan has a friend named... Mr. FOV, Tiernan has a friend named Preston hanging out too. Flying Goomba, have yourself a good night. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. It was nice seeing you again, man. Illusion, what request is that? It doesn't look the same because of the... Whoa. Wait, how do I get that coin? Oh, I need the shell. Okay. It doesn't look the same because I don't have the filter on. But it's literally just me going, well, I'm gonna go. Bye. That's all it is. But the filter makes it hilarious. Hi, Preston. It's got to be a whole chat of just Preston. So I'll be like, hey, Preston, what do you think about this? Preston, I don't think that you should say that, Preston. I think that that's awesome. Awesome. Okay, now I don't know where the turtle shell is, though. Time to change your YouTube name. You're gonna be a Preston too. A million Prestons. To Mr. Preston. I'll be Preston B. I'll be Preston for the first time. Wait, maybe there's a shell here? Nope, it's just a life. We all gotta come up with variations of the Preston name. I missed. King of Preston. No, Preston is the king of Preston, but I can be definitely Preston for the first time. Mr. Preston, yes! Amazing! There it is. Did it. I'll be Preston 64. Yes.
Here we go.
You're Preston number 75934 blah 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 blah. Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious, Preston. That's awesome. Preston is behaving, but they started a great conversation about what different Preston names we can have for Preston on chat. For all of us to be Preston. Nope, they haven't answered yet. Okay. What about this? Still no answer.
Let's go.
We're all Preston here. We're all Preston here. We're all Preston here. There is no live stream, only Preston. Preston V. Rancher. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Illusion, we have fun. Some streams aren't as creative as this one is, but we have fun, you know? For me, streaming is more like, I try to treat it like a place you go to hang out, you know? Like Preston will come over, because I know Preston in real life, and Preston will come over and we'll literally like eat and chat and play video games or whatever. It'll be just a really casual time. And I want my channel to be the same way. I want my channel to be people coming to hang out and playing video games, and we're just chatting and being nerds together. I want to say the igloo is up here somewhere, but I don't know where. And Preston 64. This is amazing. This is amazing. That's my purse. I don't So if we're being 100% technical, the very first video game I ever played was Mario, like Super Mario Bros. But I was like 6 years old, 5 years old, and my dad was really the one that played it. And I don't, like, I used to play it a lot as a kid, but I don't really remember it very much. The first game I remember playing is probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game on the NES. This is for the history books. Everybody's named Preston. Yeah, it's the only reason I'm not changing my name, because I don't want to risk something like that, which is kind of a bummer. But Chadley, we are Preston in spirit. And he will be Prestony. Or Presty, maybe. Dragon Ball Z Budokai on the PS2. Oh, that makes me feel so old. I remember being in high school. The first time I ever saw the PlayStation 2, I was in high school, and my buddy invited me over. He got one, and I remember he was trying to convince me why. Where is it? It is up there. I have to get up. Oh. Yeah, I think it's the only way. He invited me over. He wanted to convince me that DVD was better than VHS, and I didn't believe him. And he showed me, and I remember the first time I saw it, I didn't notice a difference. I was like, okay, it kind of looks the same to me, but whatever. And then he showed me his PlayStation 2, and that I was super impressed with. And I remember seeing it and going, how are video games going to get more realistic than this? Like, there's just no way video games are going to look better than the PlayStation 2. Boy, was I wrong. Crazy thing is that you are 13 and you used to have a PS2. Yeah, so by the time you got to the PlayStation 2, it was already like a retro console, wasn't it? Because you were born and the PS3 was already a thing, wasn't it? I can't see and the camera's not facing the right way. Tomorrow we're gonna show up and Louis won't remember which. Yeah, no, tomorrow's Twitch. Tomorrow's Twitch. Oh no! Dang it! And this is where the Mario 64 camera angle is a torture. Get up there! There we go, finally. Title of the stream's 120 Prestons. Oh yeah, the camera's super wonky on this. Chadley. Yeah, I mean, like, I miss YouTube because YouTube is fun, but Twitch has really picked up lately. And now I'm even debating whether I should continue to stream on YouTube or not. Only because, like, am I really making any progress on YouTube? I fell. Dang it! Alright, Brian. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate being here.
Here we go!
8:02. I gotta stop, guys. I'm gonna try one last time. And if I don't make it, we're gonna have to stop. I hate that I have to call all my clients the night before. And if I don't, they get really upset with me. I am. It's all because of TikTok. It's literally all because of TikTok. The funny thing is, like, it's grown because of TikTok, yet none of the TikTokers watch the stream very much. Like, they'll come in at the very beginning and say hi, and then they leave and they don't actually watch the stream. Yeah, do you find it, Chadley, that Twitch is a very different beast than YouTube? Like, even just the style of community that's over there? Illusion, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Thursdays are here on YouTube, but Monday, Tuesday, and Friday are on Twitch. I'm only after waking up. I'm over at Tiernan's and I joined some streamers stream, and now everyone is changing their name to my name. Well, the channel is a pretty welcoming place, Preston. But yes, other Preston. Original Preston for me. Yeah, they come, they say hi, and then they just don't stick around. It's kind of the same on Twitch, but not as blatant. Like, on Twitch, they at least stick around for a little while. Ha, we did it finally. Must feel the pain of walking next to the penguin. I should have tried it. No, I'm gonna run out of time. I can't. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, here we go. We did it. Yeah, they're used to like something really funny and entertaining immediately, and then they leave. And a big majority of them expect me, which is funny because I've got my like Hey Retro character who is like funny and annoying and obnoxious responding to me, and I'm literally acting the way that I normally act, right? And they're expecting that comedy to be what the stream is, like for me to be the whole time, hey guys, welcome to my live stream, I'm gonna play some video games. And it's like, it's not funny if I do it all the time. It's funny if that's the response to my stream. So a lot of TikTokers come, they say hi, and then they leave. And yeah, it's exactly that. They expect that fast comedy constantly on, and that's not who I am. Yeah, the TikTok's exactly like Vine, right? That really short, like fast comedy spitfire. Preston, I will see you next time. I'm about to end. I'm just getting this star and then I have to finish. But thank you for hanging out. If you're interested, like I said, I will be on Twitch tomorrow night. We're going to be doing something scary over there though, so there might be a lot of screaming and yelling and me freaking out and crying like a baby because we're playing Resident Evil 2. Yeah, technically you got to be 13 to be on YouTube, so ha, we did it.
Here we go!
And Twitch too? I didn't know about Twitch too, but yeah, see? Should be responsible and shouldn't be at live streams. Live streams are a dangerous place. Thank you for the GGs.
Press start to play.
Preston64. I am glad you enjoyed. I had a really fun time. You know, streaming can be hit and miss. There are some streams that are really quiet and nothing's really said. There are some streams that are absolutely insane and like the chat is on fire, and there's everything in between, which is super cool. But I really appreciate all you guys coming to hang out and just being here and chatting with me and nerding out and you know, just having a good time. But guys, I am done for the night, so let's get out of here. I'm gonna pick somebody who's actually streaming another Mario game, which then kind of keeps the Mario theme going. This guy's really cool. If you guys like Pokemon, he is definitely a channel you want to check out. He is a huge Pokemon fan, and he does a lot of Pokemon content when he's offline, like Pokemon cards and stuff. So you guys should totally check him out because he's awesome. Tiernan, I appreciate that. I hope I see you guys there. Yeah, the chat is pretty fire right now. But guys, let's go on this raid. Let me show you who I am talking about. I hate that I don't have the transitions. I gotta figure out why the transition isn't working. That is me. That is not who I am talking about. That is not the person I am trying to get you guys to raid. This one right here. This is Falcon Gaming, you guys. He is awesome. So let's use what you guys see right below, right there in the little box there. Hashtag Retro Squad raid. I know we're raiding me, guys. We're raiding past me. We're gonna help myself grow even faster. It's a life hack. It's a game hack, guys, and that's how you actually level up faster. We're just gonna keep farming those subs. You're gonna go as Preston. So let's go over to Falcon Gaming, guys. He's a really cool dude. Like I said, if you like Pokemon, he is worth checking out. I will be back tomorrow over on Twitch side, Retro for the first time, and we're gonna be playing Resident Evil 2, which should be a lot of fun. It should be really exciting. But use that hashtag, guys. Hit that like button for Falcon. He's super cool. Show him some love. Let's go right now, guys, and show Falcon some love. He's a great dude. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I love you all. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I will see you guys next stream tomorrow night, present for the first time. See you guys later. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.